Odion was a character in the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime who dueled people. Presumably. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember this guy. Like, I seem to recall him standing around ominously, but I must have missed the episodes where he dueled, or else they weren't very memorable, cause I couldn't tell you a dang thing about him. But he's got new cards in Master Duel. They're based around snakes and trap cards. That's fun, right? And the new deck is pretty good, but not too good, so it should make for an interesting ladder climb. So you know what, let's just skip the long intro, you already know what this is from the title, and jump right into it with Stream 1. And welcome back to Ladder Climb, men and non-men. As the intro said, we are playing the Odion deck, also known as Temple of the Kings, also known as the Man with the Mark. And if you're wondering what this episode's cosmetics are, you know, what I'm doing, well, I'm a man. I'm already here. All I need is the Mark. And fortunately, I have a very special guest with me, the Mark. So we've got the Man with the Mark. So hopefully this should be enough. You know, he'll be back here behind Critter, chilling out, having a good time, and he'll bring us luck as we try to climb the ladder all the way up from Platinum 5. We're down a little lower than usual because last month was Jankmas. By the way, if you didn't see the Jankmas ladder climb, go check that out. Turned out pretty well. But that means we have a little more leeway this time. Odion is a trap-based control archetype. Like a lot of similar archetypes, that means that there's a whole lot of flexibility with what you can do. There's a whole bunch of synergies, and that's doubly true with Odion because it's such a small engine. It's like 9 cards total, like less than a fourth of your deck, which means you can fit it in with a whole bunch of stuff. And as you can tell, we do have a whole bunch of different options already built here. We'll reveal those as we go along with, but to start with, I want to keep it simple. This is Simple Man, also known as Pure Odion, Pure Temple of the Kings. We're playing 3 of every archetype card, along with a whole bunch of generic hand traps, generic staples, and some stuff like Dominus Purge and Song of the Dominators that we are uniquely set up as an archetype to be able to play. Now, this is not a very good version of the deck. In fact, I would be surprised if we made it out of like Platinum 5 with this one. But I feel like it's important to start out here, not only because we're in Platinum 5, you know, I don't want to start off with ManSmith and just absolutely smurf our way through the lower ranks, but also I think it's important to start simple so that I can show you how the deck operates, what it does pure, so that when we start mixing it with stuff, you don't have to learn everything all at once. As for how this deck operates, it's pretty easy to show with a simple combo. So I'm going to jump into solo mode. I'm going to show you what the 1-card combo looks like when we're playing with Odion. Obviously, if you already know about how this deck operates, you can skip ahead. Although before you do, you know, if you like this show, if you're watching it every month when I put it out, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed, maybe hit that like button, you know, anything that can help support the channel makes it easier for me to spend all the gems I have to spend to make a new deck every month. And if you really enjoy the channel, consider joining the Patreon. For just a couple dollars a month, you can join. There's a link down in the description, patreon.com/Hardleg Gaming. Whole bunch of rewards, videos early, patron-exclusive Discord. It's cool. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into that combo. So, for the 1-card combo, all you need is the Man with the Mark, or a way to get to the Man with the Mark. Fortunately, we have one of those in Anubis the Last Judge. You can send this from your hand to the graveyard, add the Man with the Mark from your deck to your hand. An oddly specific searcher. This also has other effects that we'll see. It can like summon itself out of the graveyard, but the most important thing about it is just that it can do that. Then we're going to normal summon the Man with the Mark. And this says you can take 1 Temple of the Kings, or a spell trap that mentions it, and either add it from your deck to your hand or send it to the graveyard. We are never going to send to the graveyard. There's only 1 card that even works that way, and we don't play it. And we're going to get Treasure of the Kings. At least in this case, you know, there's a counter trap we can search if we already have Treasure of the Kings, which we did, but I'm showing you the 1-card combo. Pretend we have nothing else in hand. So Treasure of the Kings, when this is activated, you can set an Apophis trap from your deck. we've got two of them, the Swamp Deity and just Apophis the Serpent, and we're going to pick the Serpent. Now, in addition, this says if you have 2 or more set cards on the field or a trap card in your graveyard, add a monster that mentions Temple of the Kings. So I guess technically this is like a 1.5 card combo, because you do need to have some other card you could set, but we play so many traps, it's not hard to just like throw this down, and now this effect is live. And this is a good example of how this is a small circular package where it doesn't matter if you open with Temple of the Kings, Man with the Mark, or the Anubis. They all kind of search each other, so one way or another you're going to get to everything. It's just a matter of what order you do it in. In this case though, since we already have the Man and Anubis, we're going to grab Merciless Scorpion of Serket. This thing can be special summoned by banishing a level 10 or higher monster from your deck or hand while you control Temple of the Kings. And you might be like, Joe, you don't control Temple of the Kings. This thing's name becomes Temple of the Kings. I mean, you can see it up there in yellow. So we can special summon this by banishing Anubis. That's the one we play normally. Or we can banish a Nibiru, which, considering this is only really good in like the first 2 turns, better to just get it out of the deck and then we don't have to worry about like top decking it when we're low on resources. This thing, during the main phase, can add Temple of the Kings or a spell that mentions it. So many cards that search the same cards. And in this case, we're going to get the Temple of the Kings. Now, Temple of the Kings is a really, really old card. It's been errata. The text right now says, you can activate 1 trap the turn it was set. Then it has another thing we can do, but we're not playing the card for that. Some people have told me to. I feel like it's just a little win more. You know, if you're in the position to do that, you've already won. So, for all intents and purposes, all this says is, this turn, you can activate a trap the turn it was set. And wouldn't you know, we set a trap this turn, Apophis the Serpent. So we'll go ahead and summon this. This on the field is just a normal monster, but when it's summoned, you can set another Apophis from your deck, and it can be activated this turn as well. Apophis the Swamp Deity is a negate. It's a non-targeting negate. You can negate any cards up to the number of other continuous traps you control. So with just this one, it means we'll always get 1 negate. If we get more continuous traps on the field, we could do 2, maybe even 3. But realistically, it's just 1. And then from there, we go into the extra deck. What we're going to do is take our... We could leave these on the field because they do have some effects, but we're going to trade them out for Silo Hat Rabbit. This you'll remember from the Argo Stars episode. Has the ability to set a trap from the deck that can summon itself as a monster. So obviously you can get any of the Apophis traps, or you can get our good friend the Dirt Spider. The Dirt Spider has returned, Statue of Anguish pattern. This guy, like, basically if you summon another trap monster, you get to target and destroy a card on the field. Not once per turn, so it turns this into a pop in addition to just getting you a negate. And then with our 2 traps, what we're going to do is we can tribute them to summon the boss monster of this deck, at least one of them, Divine Serpent Apophis. And this is basically like a Dirt Spider at home. It says once per turn, if a trap card is activated, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. So it's once per turn. It's not quite as strong in that regard, but at the same time, it also activates when any trap is set. So if I wanted to imperm, negate, and then destroy, I could. Most importantly, though, once per turn, you could target up to 3 Apophis traps in your graveyard with different names and set them. So you're just getting back the cards that you used. One of the few problems with this deck is that you can quickly run out of room to set your monsters. Like we can't even put Dominus Purge on here. What are we going to do? We'll find a way to get past this. But yeah, so this is our end board. You know, if we get uninterrupted, if we're just playing pure, we have this. And what this represents is we could summon Anguish Pattern. This says when you summon a trap monster, destroy a spell trap your opponent controls. So you got 1 spell trap pop. Any of these traps, if we activate, we can target and destroy something with the Divine Serpent Apophis. Once we summon this, summoning both of these will each destroy a card. Activating the Apophis the Serpent will let us set another Apophis. This is not once per turn. So assuming we can clear out our own Temple of the Kings or use like the Imperm or whatever, we have access to 2 negates, each of which will give us a pop. Just a very strong control field with several cards left in hand, including one that, again, we can't activate until we clear some room. So that's what we're going to be trying to do. Go first, set this up, and then just dare our opponent to make a field in the face of so many pops and negates. Going second, it's a little trickier. Once you get into the grind game, there's a whole bunch of other nuances, but we'll see those once we get into the duel. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what season we've got today. Standard Season 49 has begun. Can you believe it's been almost 50 months of Master Duel? Holy shit. And they still haven't banned Maxi. First duel. Will we win the coin toss? Yes. Very good, especially for this version of the deck. The pure version of the deck really kind of needs to go first. It's only got like 2 tools for going second, and if we can't get to them, or they don't have or they have too much disruption, we're gonna be screwed. Here's one of our going second tools. Fusion summon an Earth Fusion, using monsters from your hand or field. If you control Temple of the King, you can use your opponent's monsters as well. It's like Super Poly with fundamental differences. Okay, so we're gonna set Apophis. We're gonna set Song of the Dominators. We're gonna activate this. I think we still just go for Circuit, right? Yeah, because if they Ash it, then at least we have a big guy. A really big guy. Get out of here, Nibiru. Give me Temple of the Kings. I almost selected the wrong one. And there you go. Our opponent saw the writing on the wall and they surrendered. I would expect perhaps we'll see a lot of this in Platinum. All right, duel number 2, and we are not going first. Oh, which, by the way, I gotta remember, gotta update the thing. We are keeping track of how often we go first up there in the corner, simply because I feel like it's so critical to the success of this deck that you win the coin toss. I mean, make no mistake, this is a very good deck. I would call it rogue viable. This is something that can win a tournament under the right conditions. Yeah, I'll Ash this. 2 for 1 on the 1 for 1. Sounds good. But yeah, so this deck is powerful, but it's also, not the best deck. I'm not sure if it counts, if I would say it's, in the top 5 decks. It's, number 6. It's, just slightly 1 tier below everything, but it is in the higher tiers. Alright, let's start with Anubis. Anubis, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, BT Moga. We got him. Look at him. He's all So we activate the man, the myth, the legend, Ash Blossom. Unfortunate. But at least they used it here, so they don't have it for Maxi next time. Fine. The man will just do it himself. And then, actually, real quick, 7th Tachyon, reveal a number, add a monster with the same type and attribute, then place 1 card on top of the deck. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate this. This locks us into Ixies. So it, this is not an optimal starter, but if one of if they had ashed this, this would get us to the man. Because this is an Earth level 4, which means it searches the man with the mark. So what we'll do is we'll use it now, and that way, next turn, when we normal summon it, we won't be under the Ixie lock. And I guess we put Maxi on top. Make him feel safe and sound. Alright. What you got? Nothing. I wonder what I'll draw. Could it be Maxi? What a surprise. Let's go ahead and normal summon another man. The men with the marks. Ah, I see. Another Ash Blossom. I understand the bricks now. Well, I could get Silhouette Rabbit and then, set the one Apophis. Yeah. And then because I have Temple of the Kings, I can activate it this turn. It's bunny time. We're going to be funny with this bunny. Not in that way. Not in the Zootopia way. Get your mind out of the gutter. We're going to set Apophis. And then Temple of the Kings. We're going to summon Apophis. Ah. They have the max C. Set a card. Yeah. Yeah. That stops us. We'll just hit them there. I mean, it's fine. We're going to activate this during the standby phase anyway. Now it just makes it easier for us. And considering we're all already kind of set up, I'm just going to like max C in the draw phase. You don't have Ash Blossom. You've used too many already. Unizombie. Trying to think. We can't allow them to get started. I've got to assume they don't have any more starters, so we're just going to Apophis here. Vampire Kingdom, you say? I was worried about Zombie World. Divine Apophis. Which, I'm not usually impressed by the summon animations, but good job to the artist on this one. It looks really nice. And yeah, there we go. We just set them again. We can activate them. We recycle. We pop the Zombie World and everything. What are we? Duel number 3, and we lose the coin toss again. Oh, but they're allowing us to go first. I guess, yeah, our counter isn't like a coin toss counter. It's a go first counter. So let's see if we can beat our opponents going first. I think we start here with Temple of the Kings. We'll set a card. Let me read this again. If you have no monsters in your graveyard, you can activate this from your hand. When they activate a monster effect on the field, you can negate that. Okay. So this doesn't stop like Nibiru. Also, fun fact, this says if you control 2 set cards. So I could set Droll and then search something that has to do with Temple of the Kings. Because it's just set cards, not set spell traps. Then we'll activate this. We'll get Circuit. We're going to disrupt their circadian rhythms. You got Droll? If you got Droll, you got to tell me now. Otherwise, I'm going to keep searching stuff.
Oh, you stink!
Ah, Max C. Well, if that's the case, you know, it's not really worth it to, like, special summon this to get Temple of the Kings if all that's going to do is let me summon this. Like, I could give him 3 cards, or I could just say, fuck it, discard Anubis, get the man, and then set this and have, like, 2 of the Apophis traps, plus the Song of the Dominators. Oh, I can get the counter trap. Verdict of Anubis. Hell yeah. In addition, this says, while you control Temple of the King, this card and Apophis can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Okay, it doesn't protect the back row. Yeah, this thing's crazy. When your opponent activates a spell trap, while you control 3 or more spell traps, negate, destroy, then if you have Temple of the Kings, destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and inflict damage equal to half their attack. It's negate and Raigeki. Absolutely busted. Oh, I was supposed to do the thing. Okay. Yeah, we summon this, and then we set this Apophis. The unfortunate thing is this is only summonable during the main phase. So if they try to go into battle, I have to do this beforehand, and then they can just make whatever they want with it. So yeah, we have to do this now. They'll tribute, but this doesn't target. Oh, this isn't once per, or this is once per turn, isn't it? Yeah. I was a little confused. Negate the effects of a card on field? Yeah. I'm gonna negate Chandra. And I will let you get a spell trap. You know what? Go for it. Have fun. Oh wait, if they get the field spell... No, I can negate it, and then it won't be active, and then I can blow up everything. Yeah, so now we can say, the verdict of Anubis! Consider yourself judged! Ra has placed your heart on a scale with a feather, and you have earned nothing but destruction and banishment. That's what you get. His heart was too heavy. What can I say? Maybe next time don't play Tenpai. Alright, one more win and we rank up. And we get to go first this time. We've knocked on the door to Platinum 4, B4. Which I didn't intend to rhyme like that, but I did. Unfortunately, we went up against another trap deck, and it was like a long, grindy duel where we didn't stand a chance because they got to set up and we did not. But now we get to set up, at least hopefully. I mean, there's a chance that we activate this and they hit us with Ash or Droll, and then we're just dead. Because you can't summon Circuit unless you control stuff. Maxi? Sure. I'll take Maxi. We'll get the Man. And then we'll normal the Man. We're just men. We're just innocent men, chat. Do I just get Verdict of Anubis? No, I have to have Temple of the Kings, right? Yeah. We activate it. We set a card. We set another copy of this. We activate... I think we just get an Anubis for next turn, because we don't need 2 circuits. And I think we can give them 1 card to get this out. And that'll let us get the Judgment of Anubis. So we give them a card, but we get a counter trap. Oh, it's or 1 spell that mentions it. Okay, so if that's the case, I think we're just chilling. This is a hard once per turn. But we have 2 of these. Although, if we summon once, we can just droll, right? No, I can't do it like that. Yeah, we'll just let the opponent go on a -1 and hope that's enough. Yeah, it's one of those things that normally the trap-based control decks are the ones that can play around Maxi really easily, but this one has a bit harder time at doing that. Okay, so we got 2 negates, but they're not negates and destroy. They're just negates. That's a good sign. They're just on a bunch of traps than being able to negate everything. Add a Dracotail from your deck to your hand. Yeah, we just stopped that. I still haven't... This is my first time actually playing Dracotail. So if I'm messing up the plays, it's because I didn't do a Let's Learn on this deck. I don't know how it works. I know they like fusion, and when they go to the graveyard, they get to search spell traps, and the spell traps are pretty good, but I think they have to have dragons in the grave to shuffle back, if I remember correctly. So there's not much they can do. They can try to run over the Man, but let's see. What is this again? While you control Temple of the Kings, this card and Apophis cannot be destroyed. Monster Reborn on Max C. Okay. Sure. What are you going to make with these 2? What can you link off that uses these? Any 2 monsters is Moon? Oh, good point. Oh, just SP. But neither of these was summoned from the extra deck, so it's just got the 1 effect. SP, pass. It kicks no ass. But yeah, this was... While you control Temple of the Kings, this card and Apophis can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. So as long as the Man is here, I'll still take the damage. But they won't be able to attack into us. I don't know why they didn't at least try to make us take the damage. We could have taken the damage. Yeah, do we just go to attack? Like, fuck it. Yeah, like, I'm in no rush. What do you think I am? Rush dueling? No, I'll just attack over this. Target 1 attack position, return to the field, then place a Dracotail from your graveyard or banishment on the bottom of your deck and draw a card. Okay. I can't be destroyed by battle. I appreciate you getting me back the one that, like, negates. I just get another negate. And yeah, I'm playing multiple circuit because this is the pure version. You do not want to play multiples of this guy. I'm only playing it specifically because it helps me get to the fusion spell that's kind of like Super Poly, which is really neat if you can get to it. Yeah, we'll get Temple of the Kings. We're going to Silo Hat. We're going to use this to get Ye Old Dirt Spider. Then I'm going to play Temple of the Kings. I'm going to set this. We're going to activate it. That'll summon. That activates the Silo Hat so we can pop this back row. Triple tack taken care of. Send those 2. Make this fucker. And yeah, let's just get another man on here. I could summon that and still have room for 3 more? Sure. Let's get Anubis. So this is like the scenario you get into as a trap control deck, where it's like, because I don't focus on big attack monsters, I can't kill you, but I do also have so much disruption you couldn't possibly hope to get past all of it. Like, we'll just pop this in the standby phase. No Rahu for you. Why'd you even set that? Another one. And yeah, we just like Apophis. Hello there. Negate the effects of a card? Yes, please. Pop something? No, I think I'm good. Actually, I should have popped the Temple of the Kings to give me more room. I don't need it anymore. End of the main phase, and yeah, now we got 7,300. We just go to battle. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3-zy. I don't know why they even waited till the next turn. If you're just going to surrender, you surrender earlier. Alright, and with that, we get our 5th win, which means, through the power of men and marks, we rank up into Platinum 4, which, like I said, I'm kind of surprised. In testing, this deck did absolutely terrible. Like the pure version of it. So I guess we'll continue to use it for now, but I wouldn't be surprised if we changed it out here before too long. I feel bad for my opponent. A high-stakes battle for them, but I am going first. And unless I brick again, which, to be fair, I have been doing a lot. This isn't quite a brick. At least I'll have Temple of the Kings. That's the thing, is if you get this and you don't have a way to get Treasure of the Kings or whatever, then you're in a bad way. Okay, we set. And then we set. Activate this effect. Ash me. Go ahead. See if I care. I mean, I care a little. I would prefer, but that's one hand down. Fortunately, we've got a Merciless Scorpion, you know. Nibiru banished. Scorpion summoned. Where is Sub-Zero?
Get over here!
And I'll get Temple of the Kings. Welcome to the temple. We've got fun and games. We've got everything you want and maybe people named James. We'll summon this. Set a card. Yes. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3. This would be the 4th summon. Yeah, they can get by with 4 summons. Hollow. And then we'll... yeah, that. And that. In the pendulum scales. And then we'll shuffle them around. Just to keep them on their toes. Alright. And if you're wondering why I summoned this in the extra monster zone, it's just so we'd have room for all these trap monsters. Then we'll keep a little dirt under a pillow for the dirt spider. Summon that out. Your move. Ah, I see. A Fenrir? A Fenrir. Yeah. We'll just do this. And 2,400 can't get over anything, so there's no reason to pop stuff. Ash Blossom. Ah. That makes a Barone. I don't want you to have Barone. We'll set a card. And then the Dirt Spider will pop your Fenrir. Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and pop everything. Also, thank you, King Chaos 314 for the 5 gifted subs. And if you didn't get one in chat, you gotta type evaded. If you're watching this, you know, on YouTube, you didn't get a gifted sub. Maybe if you came down to Twitch and watched this live, you would. Which, by the way, there's a Twitch link down in the description. If you didn't know, I record all these lives. The chat is not just like a figment added in later. They're actually here. Oh shit, we've reached the hype train! Woo woo! All aboard the station! The Give Hardleg Money Challenge has been kicked into overdrive. Are you a bad enough dude to continue the train? Only time will tell. Giving Hardleg money is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by children around the world and adults of all ages. Let's go ahead, Treasure of the Kings. I'll set this one. We'll see if we can get a searchy do. Ash, okay. Giving Joe money sounds very similar to Christmas. I guess it depends on whose Christmas. If you give me money during Christmas or another person named Joe, then yeah. The only person who did the Give Joe Money Christmas challenge in my life are my parents. I think it's worth it in this case. What we can do is be manly. I will reveal the giant hand. I will search the man with the mark. And then we'll put this back on top of the deck. Droll? Well, okay, so I'm not getting to the counter trap then. I could send something into the graveyard. So all we have now is, well, we have 2 negates and they're on 3 cards. Do we normal summon this anyway so we can't be destroyed? Happy Tater, thank you for the gifted sub. You know what? It's not even about the destruction. Yeah, I don't want to send it to the graveyard. No, we'll normal summon this. Oh, I'm locked. I was like, I'll make the link. I can't make the link. This locks you into Ixie monsters. Okay, so we just summoned that for protection. So they've got 3 cards, and we've got 2 negates. The question is, are all 3 of those starters that they can activate? Set a card? Yes. And even if they are, can they out this board through it? Now, if one of those is evenly matched, then the answer is yes, because this can only be activated during the main phase. Ah, I see. The Helolopter. Yep, it can tribute itself as a quick effect, so there's no negating that. We do want to stop them from getting to the field spell, though, so we'll do this. Summon. Negate? Yes. Ah! Vala. That's a problem. Yeah, the thing is, I also can't negate the one guy if they make it. I can just stop it from having more material. So I think that's what we need to do, is just make sure they can only steal 2 things instead of 3 things. This is a deck I know quite well. One of my favorite decks to play in Genesis format. I think a big Zeus might kill us, possibly. I mean, that's the thing, right? Is like, if they Zeus the entire board, we're in trouble. But then they're just trapped on Zeus, and all we gotta do is draw a man or a temple or a Anubis, and we're good. Didn't this get to Master 1, Generators? Yeah. Granted, that was like a year and a half ago at this point. Big guy. Big buy. Leviton, big guy. Generator okay. It doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well. Yeah, so they can attack. Then they can tribute themselves. Special summon a Generator Ixie and attach cards equal to the number of cards this had. It's field or graveyard, so they can get any 2 of my cards and equip them. They can also activate the snake effect. The world serpent will devour my dudes. It doesn't convert into a 4 material Zeus. They only get 3 at most. Yeah, so they can make Zeus, they can wipe the entire board, but then they don't have any materials left. I really need to draw an Anubis specifically. Like, Anubis would solve all my problems. I've got 3 of it in the deck. That ain't it. We just gotta hope they don't draw one of their 1-card starters. Granted, they already used Lopter, so they only have 2 more left in deck. The chances that they get the other 2 are pretty low. There's also 3 copies of the field spell, though. Oh, yeah, and her. I forget, once she's in the graveyard, then it's just everything is 2 cards. Yeah, and this Dominus Purge, as cool as it is, doesn't actually stop anything. Ripperoni! We went first and we set up. Well, we tried to set up. To be fair, we did get hit by like 3 hand traps. Well, what can I say? We had 3 disruptions and they had ways to play around all of them. Alright, LEGO, so the deck has not been doing terribly. In fact, we've only lost 3 duels. But those 3 duels, along with problems on even the duels we won, have really highlighted the difficulties of playing a pure man deck. You know, it has that easy-to-get-to engine that is very repeatable once you get to it, but if you can't get to it or it gets disrupted, you're just screwed. You have to rely on hand traps. And as good as stuff like Dominus Purge and Songs of the Dominators are, they're not quite good enough to really justify only playing that. So instead, we're doing something a little special. We're playing Argo Stars, which is one of my personal favorite decks, something I like playing in Genesis from time to time, and something I previously made a whole ladder climb about. So I'm not going to explain the engine. If you're curious how they work, you can go watch that episode. That was actually a Jankmas episode. I didn't have all the Argo Stars on this account, and it was only thanks to a generous donation by JSB Shingo that I was able to afford to wail out on cards and add the Argo Stars there. So if you like this version of the deck, you know, give thanks to them down in the comments. It's pretty much the same as we were playing before. The only difference is we've cut Mark down to 1 because you actually don't want to use your normal summon on him. You would rather summon Adra. We've got 3 of her. We've got 3 of the spell that searches her. And then, of course, if we get into Treasure of the Kings or Anubis, we can still go through all of the Man with the Mark stuff, in addition to the Argo Star stuff. Which, even if you didn't watch that episode, it's based on continuous traps. You know, they're continuous traps. The Man has continuous traps. Man, Stars, Starman. There we go. We have the deck. So let's take this version of the deck, throw it onto ladder, and see if this can get us through Platinum a little easier with a little less bricking. Alright, going first. This is our 8th going first. Out of 12 duels. I guess we're on the 13th duel. We're up against Dat Guy Carter, which I feel like we've played against them before. That seems like a familiar name. They've got the turtle, who does not spin. I'm still angry about it. Go Adra. Point. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and get, yeah, you and you. We're going to activate this. Going to send off one of these. We opened exclusively the Argo Stars half of the deck. I don't think there's an easy way to go between them. We activate this. We pay 1,000 to get back this. We special summon this, which lets us gain 500 life points. And then this is... While a continuous trap is in the monster zone, you can normal summon 1 warrior. Okay. So we're going to activate this. Get an Adra, summon an Adra. Hello there. Use that effect again. Sure, not once per turn. Why not? Yeah, this... I don't know why they made it detached too. Because now it's like, well, what can I could make this with 2. Or with like an Adra in this. And then during the standby phase, I could put them back. So like, or I could just make a... I could make a Silhouette Rabbit. They made it ass for some unexplained reason. Yeah. We make the hat. We get ourselves the copy of the Dirt Spider. We could go into this, but that doesn't really get us into the man half of the deck. This is probably just better. We'll put this back. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, we have Maxi and Ash. Yeah, you really... Ideally, you want to open, like, 1 Argo Stars card... 1 man card. Unless they have Ash and Called By. True, they could have those things. So we'll send off the Maxi in the standby phase. If they pass, that's fine by us. Yubel. Ah, the ultimate nightmare. I cannot move my Link into defense position. Mikanko. I might be in danger, chat. You know, I guess it makes sense. Okay, so now we summon the Dirt Spider. So the Dirt Spider comes out. 500. They get to try to summon... Yeah. We're going to use this. We're going to try to pop the back row. I assume they'll use Yubel. We will Lightning.
Real lightning!
We'll discard this because it does literally nothing. All their monsters have 0 attack anyway. Summon this in defense position. Add the designated cards. Yeah, we'll get Eto Blah. So the rabbit doesn't work. They're locked into Mikanko for the rest of the turn. They get Hilu. They control an equip card. They cannot target Mikankos, and these are all Mikankos. So if I activate this, I'll only be able to destroy myself. Yep, nothing I can do here. Pray they make the rank 3. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. Okay, they are going into the rank 3. That's good. Cool animation and everything. Yeah, we're going to Ash that. Can this detach? No, it can't. So we just negate it right there. Like, they can make me take 5,000. It detaches after it attacks. Oh, they could just be trying to make Zeus. Wait, no, they're locked into Mikankos. Okay, so... I mean, it's not game, but I can do this after they've declared the attack, and now they're negated, which I should have done beforehand, but I wanted to save it for the Yubel part of their deck. How do you like it? I changed the amount of monsters on my field, so that should have let them do a replay, but I think they didn't consider. Oh, she could attack 3 times. Gotcha. I forgot that wasn't once per turn. They could just keep attacking. Target a monster, equip it. But equipping it doesn't seem to do anything, as far as I could tell. At least not on this. Of course, now they can summon back the green girl, and they control an equip card, which means nothing can be targeted. Which means I do need the man half of this deck to non-targeting negate everything. Rivalry, fuck, what does that do?
All buffalo and babies will be beaten senseless by every able-bodied patron in the bar.
I might still be doomed, chat. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Eternal Favorite. Special summoned. Can they just bring back Phantom of Yubel and use it again? Or can this only be summoned by fusion? They're taking my rabbit! Summon Yubel. Hello? Would you like to discard? Yeah. Oh no, search. I already discarded. 500. Yeah. If a card in the spell trap zone is summoned, you could target one spell trap. Yeah, I have to get rid of this. I have to get rid of my own Silo Hat, otherwise they will blow up all my shit. Target one face-up card. Okay. I can negate something. Bell, get negated. Do I have a Redoer in this deck? I do. So I could just do that. Except I don't have an Adra left. Oh wait, I can use this, right? It's... Target 2 cards on the field, including an Argo Stars, and return them. Okay. Okay. Activate this. Set a card? Yes. Get this. Fuck. We only have 30 seconds left. Yeah. Get this guy. No, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I'm dumb. I'm a dumb man. Oh wait, no, this can get me Temple of the Kings. Okay, so this gets Temple of the Kings. Add it to my hand. Then we're going to make Redoer. Wasn't Circuit better? I wanted to get to Redoer. We can detach just the trap. We can shuffle back this. Now everything can be targeted, which means if we activate Temple of the Kings, we can activate this, summon, set this, use this, pop the equip card, activate this, negate you and you, pop this, punch game, yeah, I think so. Battle phase, punch into this. I don't have to attack this because I don't have Nightmare Pain or whatever. Yes. They trying to make me run out of time. Go, go, go! Hey, okay, with 8 seconds left on the clock, we managed to get in there with the Apophis cards. That was a tricky one. That was a tricky one indeed. One more duel and we rank up into Plat 3. It's been slow going. We haven't lost a whole lot of duels, but the duels take a little while. Ah, I see. Interesting. This is like a Garnet that doesn't help us get the deck going. Okay, Max C. It's funny, you would think once it got hit to 2, you would see it less, but I feel like I've seen it like 50% of all duels. Yeah, let's start with Anubis. We'll get the man. Let's normal summon our man. Hello there, it's me. Let's get the Judgment of Anubis. Or, I'm sorry, the Verdict of Anubis. Yeah, we add that to our hand. Treasure of the Kings. Set a card. I mean, don't mind if I do. Then we'll set one of these. We'll set one of these. And you better believe we're setting one of these. And then we'll go ahead and add the circuit to our hand. We ain't going to be using it, but we have it. And we'll just, I feel pretty good just passing on this. You know, this is like 4 disruptions. And we'll go ahead and summon this in the draw phase, so it's here. Set a card, yes. Keep Purge in hand just in case of Heavy and Harpies. Yeah, I suppose so. We stopped the search on that. Yeah, I don't want to have to play around the, like, you know, there's been so many times in testing where, like, I did this, and then on turn 2, I was like, oh, summon SP Little Knight. Oh, wait, its effects are negated. Summon Redoer. Oh, its effects are negated. Dark, Water, or Fire. To be fair, I think that's the only things that it stops me from doing. Okay, we got the Maiden in White. Okay, normal summon. Go into Spirit. They've got Spirit. Yes, they do. They got Spirit. Fuck you. That stops the Mausoleum, so they don't get the other normal. They also don't get to special summon the Blue Eyes. I forgot well, I've learned a new thing, chat. Mistakes were made. I forgot that it still counted as a spell trap, so we've negated our own Apophis. It goes back into the spell trap zone. Never summon into the Imperm. The thing is, like, it doesn't affect monsters in the Imperm column, right? Spell traps in that column are, yeah. So now this isn't a negate. We've owned ourselves! Fortunately, if all they're gonna do is end on, like, Sphere's Pass, we're pretty set. Unfortunately, this only stops spell traps. So they are gonna be able to make a level 9, but because they summoned off of Lordly Load, they can't activate monster effects this turn. So they could make a 9, but it's not gonna do a whole lot. It still negates. Does it? Up to the number of other continuous traps you control. Oh, I guess I do still control this, even if it's not a monster. End of the main phase? Yeah, go ahead. Battle phase. You know what? Go ahead. You want to use wishes for eyes of blue? Be my guest. You will be judged by Anubis. The verdict, guilty. Destroy a card? You mean all the cards? Yes. No more spheres for you. I guess you could say your sphere of influence is no longer effective. Oh, hey, Adra, how's it going? Check it out. The man's girlfriend is here. Oh, is this just stuck here forever? Can I just never get this out again? That's unfortunate. Okay, we banishing. We getting you, and we getting Eto Bleh. And I think then we just have, like, game, right? Because we can special summon this by getting rid of our Nibiru. We'll get Treasure of the Kings. And then we'll just send off Treasure of the Kings. It's just a free discard. Add a card from deck to hand. I mean, don't mind if I do. And then we will Anubis, the last judge. We can recycle our trap and our trap. And just summon him to the field as like a big guy. He's a big guy. He's a really big guy. And if they activate the trap, we can activate Edo and bounce the trap back to their hand, which essentially negates it, and we can negate it with the other thing, and we just have so much stuff, so I'm pretty sure we're good. And that gets us into Plat 3. I forgot that was the rank up. It didn't seem like it, because previously when we weren't ranking up, we were facing, like, Maliss and other difficult decks and Dracotail, but this time it was easy. Yay us.
We're men in tights. We roam around the forest looking for fights.
And welcome back, marks and non-marks, to stream number 2. A day has passed since you've seen me last, and though that doesn't seem like a lot has happened. Specifically, we got some new cards in the shop. We've got Apical Predators, which contains the Yummies and the DDDs and the Megaliths and Sulfa Chords for people who are interested in that. So I imagine the meta is going to shift quite substantially. I'm not sure exactly how. I mean, we'll probably see Yummy. I have no idea how our Yummy matchup is going to play out. So as a result, I don't want to change up the deck. We're going to stick with the Argo Stars, the Starman deck, at least for the start of this stream, and then maybe we'll trade off once we get a handle on how we play against Yummy. Although there is something we do need to trade. You know, last time we weren't doing all that great, even though we had a good version of the deck, and I think I'm going to blame Mark here. You know, I chose a Mark who is like a cowardly and greedy businessman, someone willing to sell out his soul and the soul of America in order to make a buck. And I don't want that. You know, we need a better Mark. We need better Mark representation. So you know what? I'm going to be the man with the marks. Let's get the humble Mark down here, a Mark that I can stand by, at least until, you know, the allegations come out. I can't imagine they would. But he is a YouTuber. Never trust a YouTuber. Not even me. None of them can be trusted. But this guy's alright, as far as I know. But yeah, we're the man with the marks now. We've got a good and an evil mark to balance things out. Hopefully, that'll allow us to rank up into Diamond and show the real power of the Odion deck. Standard? Season 49 has begun? I thought it did this last time. Didn't we already do this? Why is it doing it again? Did the season restart? Huh. That's strange. Alright. High stakes battle for our opponent. We are going second, which we don't want to do, but, you know, you can't always get what you want.
21.
It's fine. We got Nibiru. What you got, Aaron? Dracotail. I see. I don't think we've ever beat this going second against them. But maybe they'll play into Nibiru. Markiplier blocking the hand. Well, fine. I'll get him out. Get him over here. Hello, Arthelion. How's it going? And then they just get those back. They get those hand traps back that they spent. Ghost Bell and DD Crow. I don't like that. Wait, what did they get back? Okay, so the DD Crow is just staying in the graveyard. That's good. It's like the one thing is I don't want them to disrupt the traps if I summon those. And then they got the Dracotail Labubu. Probably going to add the girl that Fusion summoned so they can Fusion during my turn. Yeah, exactly. Fimena. End phase. No traps to set, just all hand traps. Apophis. I think that's fine. I think we wait for them to discard the Fimena, right? And then we hit that with the called by. Because, like, we could just do stuff with this. You discard... Oh, no, no, no! Not today, friend. Oh, wait, they have the ghost spell. I forgot, they, like, added that back explicitly. I forgot the ghost spell can stop called by. So they send those two off. What are they getting? Just another one? No. Chaos. Target cards up to the light or darks used as material, destroy them. And then that lets them set a spell trap. They can't use it this turn, though, can they? Target one spell trap in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. Oh, monster spell trap. Okay. Oh, yeah, and I don't have... I was like, why didn't I get to set an Apophis trap? Because I only play one of each, and I already have them, baby. I didn't realize how bad this hand was until now. Yep, let's go ahead and get this out on the field. Oh, okay. In defense mode. Yeah, and then they just run this over. Oh, okay. Sure. I'll take like 1,800. Yep, that's fine. Alright, we're in a pretty good position. That doesn't help especially, but, you know, maybe one of these days. Let's try this again. Actually, that's really unfortunate. Wait, no, we have a trap in the graveyard, so we can activate this. I was like, we need to set 2 cards. I thought we'd have to set the Maxi. Yeah. We go for Circuit. We're going to mess up their circadian rhythms. Hello. Let's search. I guess we just get another Treasure of the Kings. That helps us slowly make our way towards where we can actually summon Anubis. Let's go to Battle Phase. Start of the damage step. If this battles a monster, you can destroy that monster. And if you do, gains equal to... I'm willing to bet that they aren't familiar with that effect. So we're going to kill the Albaz now, get it off the field, without using the effect, and then hope they just try to think that they can crash into this. And then we can destroy them when they attack us. Also, getting Albaz off the field means that if they do get into like a Dracotail fusion, they can't make a branded card. Another one. Can you fuse with an Earth monster? Apparently not. They could fuse with their own Star Source Dragon. I don't know why they didn't. They just move into defense. End of the main. Yeah, I guess we go ahead. No, we can do this during my main phase. Oh yeah, Albaz can only fusion with your opponent's monsters. Let's just do this. DD Crow. You son of a bitch! Getting rid of my stuff. They don't want me to be able to get to Anubis. Let's get to Anubis anyway. Let's discard this. Oh, high mark. We normal summon. We activate. We get more shit. Do I have... I will have enough. Wait, no I won't. Damn it, I don't have enough spell traps for this to work. Wait, yeah, I will. And yeah, you know what? Let's just start getting in for, like, maximum damage. We'll summon this. Still counts as a trap. Battle phase. So the 2,000 can get over Fallen of Albaz. The circuit can pop this when it attacks. And then we can attack for 1,000. We're getting on the board, ladies and non-ladies. And then we got Song of the Dominators, and we've got Verdict of Anubis. And I guess we might as well just activate another one. And yeah, we could search again. We'll just get our last Anubis out of the deck. Deck thinning, the movie, the game, the motion picture experience. Oh yeah, and I can just add a Temple of the Kings. Why not? I'm feeling pretty good. We got a monster negate. We got a spell trap negate. We got Maxi. Dracotail apparently ain't shit. Who would have thunk it? I thought we were doomed. I thought they were going to do a whole lot of shit. Then they just kind of ran out of gas and drew too many hand traps, I guess. Alright, one more win and we rank up. We have not won the coin toss. And it looks like we're going against Yummy. They've got the Yummy mate. They've got the Yummy deck box.
Yummy.
The t-shirt.
Yummy.
The coloring book.
Yummy.
The lunchbox.
Yummy.
The breakfast cereal.
Yummy.
The flamethrower. That kids love this one.
There's like a big bundle with like all the things. And the Sky Striker field. And the DDD sleeve. So you know what? Maybe, I don't know. Fuck it. Wait, we got Maxi. Let's go ahead. What you got? Oh! They ain't yummy after all, chat. Break out the spreadsheet. They're about to do a duel. Okay, they get her. They get the contract with the Zero King. They blow her up to search something, except what if you didn't? What if you didn't do that? Ah, the Surveyor. Add a DD monster with 0 attack and defense. Oh, so they're getting that Kepler back. Oh, and Droll. Wait. Does that mean they just drolled themselves? Yeah, they just drolled themselves. They're like, fuck it, I don't need to draw cards. That was just an illusion. Oh, they can droll themselves now. Shit. And Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh into Machinex. In the middle zone? Don't you know about the new Link? Okay, what does this fucker do again? Once per chain, when a monster card your opponent controls activates its effect, you can attach that card to this card. Okay. But what if you could not? There we go. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Yep, and that's all it took, baby. All we had to do is go second and get Ash Blossom Maxi, and we won the game. Wasn't that exciting? Did you have fun being able to see the Man Argo Stars do all its things? And we get up into Platinum 2 either way. Another lost coin toss in the bank. Another lost coin toss, but I'm going first anyway. Interesting. Gem Knights. Tenpai again, perhaps? Alright. We got our 1-card starter. Haha! Behold, treasure. Let us set a dang old card. Yeah, we'll set this one. This stops Maxi, potentially. I will search Anubis. And then we'll get Anubis, Jamaica. Let's special summon this. I don't need Nibiru anymore. Ho ho ho. Grab me a King Temple. Now we play into Nibiru. And hope it does not kill us. Set a card? Yes. We'll go here. Aha! One on the left and one on the right. Which one is which? You won't know after I shuffle them. Normal summon. Give me the counter trap. The problem here, if I set the Dirt Spider, chat, I won't have enough room for Verdict of Anubis. I think I just make IP instead. Yeah, we're gonna ip it up. It's fine, we've got Dirt Spider at home. And once we use something, then we can Dominus Purge. That was a pretty good setup. Granted, they are a go second deck trying to destroy things. So, Chain Link 1 this. Chain Link 2 Apophis. So, this gets summoned. This gets summoned. And then because we control another trap, we can negate this. Then they get 1 pop. IP. The rabbit. Setting a continuous trap from our deck doesn't really help us. Like, the best we could make is SP and maybe have something, but I think it's better to just let this go. Oh, hello. Lava Golem. Hidden Armory. Okay. Oh, it's Mikanko. They're playing Mikanko. Gotcha. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and Anubis that. They can't normal summon now. So I imagine they'd have to summon something from the deck or search, and then we can Dominus Purge them. Alright, we did it. We played through a deck that wanted to go second and everything. Going first makes me feel alive. I go first. My opponents die. In the card game, like, they get defeated. Hopefully they live long and happy lives, you know. I wish only the best for my opponents in real life. Ooh, okay. I see what we're doing here. Yeah, in this case, it's like... Yeah, the more I play this, the more I'm like, I thought it was really good, and now I'm like, well, we can either get access... Wait, with this, no, we get access to both. Again, we could go through stuff, but then if they have any hand trap, it's like win more. That's the best way to explain it. It's like, the only way I resolve the full combo where I get the Argo Stars stuff and the Temple of the King stuff is if my opponent has no disruption. And if they have no disruption, I'd be better off with what I had before. We'll get this. And we'll get this. And then we reveal the true strength of our power. Set a card? Yes. Apophis. Then we can activate this. We're going to get an Anubis, I think. Yeah, because we're not going to have enough material to summon this. Or actually... Yeah, actually we do get Circuit still. We're going to Circuit City. Special summon. Going to get Temple of the Kings. I'm not sure if we're using it here, but we have it. They got something they can do. I don't know what it is. We'll discard an Argo Stars card. Get this. Add a card? Why, yes. Yeah, I'll grab the field spell. We're going to be trading out that field spell. Howdy, howdy. Then we're going to summon this. 500, and that's time in the round. Rabbit time! Ha-ho, hee-hee! Let's go ahead and set Yon Dirt Spider. Yeah, we're going to activate this. We're going to grab back Giant Slaying. We're going to activate Giant Slaying and just deck thin out. Get another Adra. Add the Adra. Normal summon a monster onto the field? No. Okay, I'm going to put this here. We're going to set this, and I think we're pretty set. We didn't have the Anubis monster. I could have summoned that by giving up one of my spell trap zones, but I feel like it's better to just, like, do this. This way we have, like, 4 pops. We have significantly fewer pops. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this now. So they had it the whole time. They were just waiting for our turn. Set a card. Yeah, we get the Apophis. 500. 500. Yep, and we just got to be careful. We got to let them extend a little bit if possible. Jack in the Hand. On Twitch. Oh, it's Yummies. Okay, Yummy Hours. What do I want to add to my hand? I think this one, because it's limited to 2. I think Song of the Dominators actually goes pretty hard here. Actually, yeah, we want to have a trap in the graveyard first, so let's imperm this. Wow, it's really storming out there. Hopefully I don't lose power suddenly. Then they go into Snatchy. And then we stop the field spell with the Song of the Dominators. And then we add Dominus Purge, so we can stop an additional search as well. All without having to summon more monsters. Sure. Rabbit go down, that's fine. Ooh. A Lollipo. Sure. That's fine by me. Damn, they just had all of them. We're gonna use all of these to make Underworld Goddess. Now, Link Karibo. Okay. Cupsy Way. This is the one that lets them search to? Yeah, so this is the one we hit with the Dominus Purge. Consider yourself purged. I mean, they're still negated, right? And they've already used these effects. The second Snatchy has hit the field. Good thing they put this at 2, you know? The Cookie Way! I see, I see. 2 monsters. Yeah, but they can't target Statue of Anguish pattern, because I control a trap. So all they can do is put this into the back rooms. And it goes back face down, so I can use it again next time. Okay, they're making a level 3. The Shamisen Cat. Ooh, Assault Synchron. All tuners? And there we go! We beat the Yummy Menace! Granted, we had to go off and get like almost everything, but you know, they didn't max see us in a way that mattered. Granted, this is like the first, literally like the second day that Yummy has been available in Master Duel, and if it's anything we've learned from previous ladder climbs, it's like the first couple of days, people are still learning the deck. They're not as good at it. They'll probably get better as we go on. Alright, so the Starman deck isn't doing terribly. We haven't racked up a lot of losses or anything, but it's also not doing great. I feel like this deck isn't as synergistic as I originally believed. Like, you certainly got 2 engines that both have continuous traps, they both like the Dirt Spider, and you can bridge one into the other, but only if your opponent has no disruptions. So it ends up feeling more like a win more kind of deck, where if you're in a situation where you're allowed to go off without being interrupted, then you can build an even higher ceiling than you would anyway. But the man's already kind of good enough that if you're allowed to go uninterrupted, you can just win the game anyway. You get quite a bit of disruption there, especially if you can make your way into, like, Verdict of Anubis. So it ends up not really complementing the other deck as well as I was expecting. There's also some situations where, like, you know, you Anubis the Last Judge, and then they ash it, and that allows you to then use a Giant Slaying to go into the Argo Stars half of the deck. But in that case, it's just an instance of using one engine to bait out the other instead of them working together. And it's just not as fun as I was hoping. So we could switch over to one of these other ones. Unreasonable Man, Man Trap. These both have very funny play styles. But there is a build that we made specifically to counter Yummy, and I would like to try that, even though I don't think it's very good. This is the Man with the Sea. So this is essentially just the pure Man deck. We've just traded out a whole bunch of the generic hand traps for a whole bunch of Sea cards. We've got Retaliating Sea, which is kind of like a macro Cosmos. It also searches Max Sea when it goes to the graveyard. We've got Contacting Sea, which is really good against Yummy specifically. It puts a level 6 on their field and says, you cannot summon out of the extra deck unless you use this as material. And there's nothing that they can really make with the Contacting Sea on their field. And then, because I pulled it a long time ago and never broke it down, and because Retaliating Sea can search it, we're playing Sneaky Sea, which is a very fun card, probably Cope. This whole deck is probably Cope, but we came up with the name, and how can I pass on playing this? You know, we're going to play the Man with the Sea. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but there's only one way to see. You know, I like experimenting. And by the way, you know, if you like the experimenting as well, join the Patreon. I can only afford to do stuff like this because I can get so many points and I can afford to buy more gems on Master Duel. So any support would be appreciated. Otherwise, let's jump in and see what this can do. Also, I'm just realizing this extra deck. Okay, I'm going to change up the extra deck real quick. There you go. Nothing too big or whatever. We just put in another rank 6 because we've got level 6 monsters now. We put in an IP or whatever. Let's jump on the ladder, see how it does. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Okay, set some spell traps. Do they come back? Ah, you do have the Torby, do ya? And back, Jack. They're going back. Jack, do it again. So they can set the big welcome. Do a little shuffling. You got the clock, too. The order of the cards has been changed. Yeah, so I might as well do this now, right? For some reason, I thought you couldn't do it the same turn. See what you got. Dominus Impulse. Huh. Opponent activates a spell that includes the effect that special summons. Unfortunately, they will not be doing that. We'll just get the man. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh, I have to return something. I forgot about that. I think I have to put back the Max C. I should have put the Ash on top, and then I could normal... Okay, whatever. Okay, we got set up for next turn. End phase. Another one. Hello there. Sure. I forget which lady is this. You can special summon this. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. We will allow that one. We've got to let them extend as much as possible. The one we want to stop is the big welcome because that'll remove a monster. Ghastly Glitch. Interesting. If a trap is activated, you could target a card your opponent controls and destroy it. Yeah. I'll destroy this one if you don't mind. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I done fucked up. But that's fine. We've got Verdict of Anubis. Destroy all the cards? Yes, please. 2250. Yeah, I forgot the other lady had text that was like, you can't use a monster in response to a trap. Fortunately, the mind game still worked out. We had the Judgment of Anubis on our side. Still haven't opened any of the C cards. Oh, we got the Sneaky C. He's the sneakiest one. And Retaliating, which is probably not good against, except for a specific couple of decks. I mean, they've got the branded stuff, so against branded, it's actually really good. You know, when your opponent activates a spell card that special summons monsters, summon this from your hand. While this card is on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. So if they activate Branded Fusion, you can chain this, and then every card they try to send for Branded Fusion gets banished. Let's go, man. Oh, it resolved. The treasure. Let's activate the treasure. They got something they can do. Set a card? Yes. And then we'll set a second card. Now Temple of the Kings is on. We can get ourselves a Merciless Scorpion. Okay, so this is like a built-in summon, which means they cannot respond to it. Win rate 76%. I had no idea it was so powerful. We'll get this. And then just in case they're trying to save like a Maxi or something for when I activate Apophis, let's hit them with the Silo Hat right off the bat. Surprise. I'm a wascally wabbit. Put a little dirt under your pillow for the dirt spider. And then we're going to temple our kings. Bum, 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 bum. I really wish Silo Hat would let me destroy my own spell traps. I would love to get rid of this Temple of the Kings. Just clear up a little space, you know. Set a card. Yeah, we're going to get the Swamp Deity. Let's activate this. Howdy, howdy. And then if they have Nibiru here, we're kind of doomed. Then it's like, we've got to rely on the seas. But what are the chances they have Nibiru? Hardly anyone's playing that in this format. End phase. Now they max C. Okay. So we summon this. Yeah, it was just max C. They're just waiting. Yeah, I think I summoned this now too. So this goes here. We set the other Apophis. So we've got two Omni Negates. They don't destroy, they're just negates. But we'll give them a card every time we do one. You put it in front of Imperm. I always forget that. Something had to go there. At least it wasn't the Dirt Spider, yeah. Do I summon the Sneaky Seat? No, we're under Max Seat. Sneaky Seat, if you don't know, when your opponent special summons a monster, summon this face down. And if you do, during the end phase, change it face up. If this card is flipped face up during the end phase, destroy all special summoned monsters on the field. We just have to let them go through this. We just gotta wait until they get to the extra deck card. Who knows? Maybe they bricked and all they have is like the Fiendsmith line. Maybe they get to the link and we just hit it with Imperm and they die. Imperm! And then, yeah, I forget if we showed this before, but because this is still a trap, even if it's in the monster zone, that causes it to do that. Do we want to blow this up so they just don't have link material? Sure. We've got like a million Dirt Spider pops anyway. Yeah, I think that's worth doing. We'll give them a draw, but at least we stop the fusion. Get negated. They draw, they're stopped, they're popped. See, it's a negate and destroy if you have the Dirt Spider. Alright, that's a good sign. End of the main phase, sure. Battle phase. Okay, for a second I was like, you better not be having the... Okay, we made it out alive. We're good, we're good. Unfortunately, this is just trapped here forever. Do I want to normal summon this and then like link off two things? Oh, I can add a monster first. We're going to grab Anubis again. Oh, the last judge will get us the counter trap though, if he doesn't have anything. The problem is, this can only negate in the main phase. So if I go to the battle phase, and this is something they can activate then, I can't do anything about it. If it's something chainable, I could activate it ahead of time and try to blow it up with Silo Hat Rabbit, but then my only negate is gone. So I kind of need something that can bait this out beforehand, which I don't have. Yeah, I think we just have to try it. Okay. So this pops this. Dirt Spider gets this out of the way. And we'll save that one. It was Dracotail all along. But it draws a card, so fuck you. We've got 8,300. Perulia. Okay, or Fuelos, I should say. You got something else? Because otherwise, I'm just gonna attack you. Oh yeah. They can block with this. I only have 800 more. And it can't be destroyed by that battle. Mistakes were made. I mean, I wasn't going to OTK him anyway. Normal summon the man with the mark. We get Judgment of Anubis. Or Verdict of Anubis. Judgment of Anubis is a real card. It just does other stuff. This and this. We give him one draw. And then Apophis lets us reset both of these. Unfortunately, this is a normal monster. SP takes 2 effect monsters, but we can use Silhouette Rabbit. Okay, I'm feeling pretty confident with this. And they drew into the Famina. Well, why can these be activated this turn? They got Droll and Urgula. Temple of the Kings. I forgot it was every turn. Yeah, we're gonna do this. The Temple of the Kings! So, we summon this. We negate the Arthelion. You could pop 1 Spell Trap. Probably the Judgment of Anubis, right? Yeah. Yeah, we Chain Link 1, Serpent. Pop Arthelion. Chain Link 2, Statue, pop the back row. Continue your main phase. Yeah. We don't want to give them another draw, though, do we? Yeah, fuck it, you know. You got 1 card, I've got no interactions. Except for IP. Okay, they will have 2 cards. Fuck. Oh, yeah, and Fiendsmith. Damn it. Okay. What are you gonna send, buddy? That? Do we go ahead? I think we just SP here. Ooh. Making this is funny, but I don't think it actually helps us. We spa. We SP. Fuck. What does this do? 2 monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time. Special summon this. Banish them when it leaves the field. This has to be fusion summoned, though, so I think it's better to just banish the Engraver. Stops them from getting into that line. It's just a body. Yeah, this is a quick effect. Okay. Target myself and you. Can you make something with just Arthelion and the card in hand? One at the 3,000 attack monster. I was betting that they wouldn't be able to actually, fusion. Oh, they had a Femina. Another one! Goddamn heckin' son of a bitch. So we summon this. They put that back. Femina sets the Ketu. And then this pops the Ketu before they can activate it. They get to destroy one thing. Yeah, they're angry at the dirt spider. But she came back. Let's see. Yeah, I think we do this. Because this stops the Cartesia. Like, we could just be like, no, I'd prefer if you didn't. And then they Famina, and we just Little Knight herself and the Arthelion. Adios. Nothing to fusion summon. To attack. And you know what? Just 'cause I'm a little salty. Anubis. Prepare to be judged, Ecclesia. I'm not Ecclesia, I'm Cartesia. Same thing. Alright, so after playing several duels with this deck and testing it out against a variety of different opponents, I have come to the conclusion that it's awful. It's just terrible. It's no good. Maybe if we were in like Master 1 and I could guarantee that at least half of our decks would be against specifically Yummy, then some of these cards would be useful. So far, we haven't activated and resolved a single one that actually helped us in any meaningful way. We've just made the deck worse, and we've only won when we didn't get any of those tech cards. We're nearing the end of the stream, so I'm not going to build something new right now, but I do have a couple more builds in the tank. Hopefully I'll have some time over the weekend to mess around and find something that is not only novel and interesting, but actually works. And welcome back, ladies and non-ladies, to stream number 3. A weekend has passed since you've seen me last, and I've been a little busy. You know, I've been theory crafting, I've been looking at other man decks. I even built a new version and took it on the ladder to see how it would do. I played like 4 duels. They were some of the worst duels I've had in Yu-Gi-Oh! I lost 3 of those duels, so we haven't made any progress. And while I could blame the meta or the deck I'm playing, I think it's our mark count. You know, we've got 2 of them, 1 evil, 1 good, to kind of try to do balance. And I think we need to unbalance it a little bit. You know, we need another good mark in here. So let's go ahead, add another mark with Mark Hamill in here. Round of applause for Luke Skywalker and the voice of the Joker. He'll be back there by Mark Zuckerberg, keeping him in line, hopefully. And now that we've got 3 marks, surely our deck will be better. Especially now that we're playing probably one of the more gimmicky versions, something I call Paleodion, which is very fun to say. I always like it when the end of one word can start another word. I feel like there's probably a term for that, but I don't know it off the top of my head. Either way, the playstyle of this deck is traps. We're just playing a whole bunch of traps. You know, we've gotten rid of the Max C, so we can no longer activate it, but it also no longer really does anything against us. You know, we still got our 1-card starters in the form of the Man, in the form of Treasures of the King, in the form of Anubis. Any one of these gets us started. But even if we don't get started, you know, we've got Imperm. We're still on the Dominus Purge and the Song of the Dominators. But now we're also playing Dominus Impulse, because even if we turn off everything, just being able to like summon this out of the graveyard consistently should make us good enough, especially when paired with really powerful traps like Karma Cannon, Trap Trick being able to search all these, and Transaction Rollback being able to use them from the graveyard. We've also got Evenly Matched as our one, like, go second card. I mean, technically all these hand traps are go second cards, but this is especially go second, really good for breaking Yummy boards. And then we're playing the one Paleo in Morella that can either send Transaction Rollback, or if we already got it, it can send, like, Karma Cannon or one of the Dominus cards to be able to stop that. It's not the most robust Paleo engine, but honestly, if we added in too many Paleos, it would stop feeling like a man with the Mark deck. And we do have another version of this deck cooking that uses like Reasoning and Monster Gate to mill a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll get to that when we get to it. For now, this is deck version 4. We're gonna jump onto the ladder and see if we can finally break our way out of Platinum with a goofy trap deck. And as soon as the draw phase activates, we're just gonna summon the Statue of Anguish pattern. So this is 2 pops, an Omni negate, a Spell Trap negate, flip everything face down, and whatever the hell we feel like. If they are also on an Odion deck, this does kind of just like ruin them. Yep, we'll do this. So we'll summon this. We'll set the other Apophis. Yeah, so I think we stop the summon here. Or no, we stop them from, yeah, getting the search by destroying this. And then if they have something like Temple of the Kings, we can negate it with Apophis while popping the face down. Yeah, it is unfortunate. If we've got the mirror... Oh, okay. Thrust. I think we let this go through. Nah, you know what? Actually, fuck that. I don't know what you could get, but if you get something I don't like, I don't want you to get to it. I would rather use this while we can than have like a must negate we have to worry about. What do they get evenly? They control a card, so they wouldn't be able to evenly. They could potentially search something like Lightning Storm or Harpy's Feather Duster, though. And then that would bait out this. And then I run into a scenario where I've used my one counter trap and then don't have a target for Dominus Purge. I see. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna use this. Again, I want to save the counter trap for whatever we need, and unfortunately, we don't need it. So there you go. You know, there's this deck. It can make a really powerful board without really playing into Max C, and barely playing into like Ash or Droll or whatever. As long as you go first. If you go first and your opponent can't do anything, you can make a million negates. The question is, will we be able to do that consistently? All right, one more win and we rank up. Where's my cool guy shades? Do I have those still? Oh, there they are. We got them. Okay, we're going. We lost the coin toss, but that's fine. If they can't see the fear in your eyes, it won't do it. They're making me go first. Platinum has been, we were just talking about this off camera. The Platinum has just been nothing but like Tenpai and Mikanko over and over and over again. And this is not a great hand to deal with that. Set 4, pass. Kicking some ass. Do I leave this in my hand because we can activate it? You cannot activate the effects of monsters in your hand or graveyard. Yeah, I don't think I really have any. Okay, so just in case, we'll leave this in hand. We're pretty good. We're pretty set up. End phase. Okay, so during the end phase, we're going to use Morella. We're going to send Transaction Rollback. Then we're going to activate Morella. We're going to chain the Morella. And we're going to send, I think, Trap Trick. The problem is we don't have anything that we can just, like, activate. Like, almost everything needs to have the opponent's... Yeah, you know what? I think we just get both. No, we got to get something we can actually use. Let's send the Karma Cannon. And then if nothing else, we got a 1200 beater. This is like if we were playing actual Paleos, we would send like Trap Trick and then be able to activate it, get something else. So we're just gonna set this, go in, hit him with the 1200, your move. End phase. All right, well, Trap Trick. Let's go ahead and bring this back. So 2 of them things. 2 of them things. And what are we gonna set? I think we just set Dominus Impulse. Yeah, that seems like the most likely. We'll just get one of those online. In case you feel like summoning anything, you can't. Discard Nibiru. Ah, I see. Yeah, I ain't gonna be playing into Nibiru. Judgment of Anubis is funny. Okay, we'll just hit him for 24. Yeah, I mean, we searched this for a reason. I would like to say no to that, please. So we'll negate, and because we have a trap in the graveyard, it destroys, so they can't use it again. We'll hit for 24, and then now that it's in the graveyard, if need be, we can use Transaction Rollback on that. Do we make Opabinia? It stops us from doing damage, but also if they have something like a Lava Golem, it stops that. Plus, we get these back into the graveyard for more stuff. Plus, defense mode. Plus, maybe Zeus next turn. We can add the 3rd one from our deck to our hand. And then, now we have 3 other traps on the field. So, Verdict of Anubis is live. Granted, it's just like a spell trap negate. It doesn't wipe the field. But so far, they haven't even gotten close to having a field that can be wiped. Ah. Hydra? Yeah, we do this. Song of the Dominators. Do we bring the Morella back? Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead. Max C. I see. A 1-for-1? Sure. So we'll go here, they'll get the 1, they'll get negated, and then I'll get to get the Purge. Battle phase. Yeah, I'd kind of prefer if you didn't. Set 1, pass. Set 2, pass. Set 3, they have all the spell traps. Okay, we're gonna do this. Ah, they're using the ash there. Okay, that makes sense. That stops me from getting the second transaction rollback into the graveyard. Fortunately, we just hard drew that. Still no man cards. So, just in case, we're gonna set both of these. That way, the Verdict of Anubis is online. And we'll attack over this. I think it only had 1,000 defense. And then we'll attack for 0. Take that. Alright. We're pretty set. We're pretty good. Oh yeah, I forgot to add this to our go first counter. We're going up to 25.
There is no Duel 47.
Man? No. No man. I think we're still fine, though. Unless the Tenpai deck is playing Mirror Force or something, I think we're good. 200! Alright. Last turn to look at me. Show me what you got. Nothing! That's right! Me and the Marks are gonna come to your house and rough up the place! By which I mean, you know, we're gonna win at a duel. We're gonna win at a duel. This should not be construed as an actual threat. We go up into Platinum 1. Yay us. I mean, granted, our opponent just bricked, but when that opponent is Tenpai, I'm feeling pretty good. I wonder what all those set cards were that they couldn't activate. Was it just like 3 imperms that wasn't doing anything? Yeah, probably. They're just sitting on like Imperm, Forbidden Droplet, Dominus Impulse, and I'm just attacking with Paleos the whole time. Funny joke. I guess they could Dominus Impulse the Paleo, but that would be like the worst use of that ever. Because I could chain another Paleo to it. No, I don't want to lose a rank. Come on. I got up into Platinum 1. Played 3 games where I lost the coin toss every time, and now I am being shunted back down into Platinum 2 without ever even being given the opportunity to go first. Oh boy, what is this, Balatro? Good. Good, I'm glad. Thank you, opponent. Opponent says, nah, I don't want you to rank down. I'm too nice. Either that or they opened, like, some kind of weird. They opened like both copies of Rainbow Bridge. They're like, you know, 2 of a kind, 2 Rainbow Bridge, 2 Drollin Lock, and a turtle or something. Alright, if someone's having a good day, let's see if we can ruin it. We get to go first this time. For the first time in many duels. Will we get a hand that allows us to go first and do what we want to do? Yes. Assuming this resolves. It might not resolve. Go forth, man. Mark them. Ah! Unfortunate, but, you know. We're here, we're doing what we're doing. If only this got its effect when it was flip summoned. The man stands alone. I'll set 4 cards and end my turn. Don't hit me with Lightning Storm. I will cry. Okay. Good. I see we have a set fest then. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let's go ahead and do this. I'll get the transaction rollback out of my deck so I don't draw it. Dominus Impulse. Alright. We're going for man control then. Battle phase. Attack. Ah, I see. I won't be able to use earth monsters for the rest of the duel. Do I stop this? I think I have to, because I'm looking at the man in the mirror. He's asking me to shave my ways. No! God has betrayed me! Does that mean I can use Earth monsters, or am I locked out of Earth monsters and I don't get to do the thing I want to do? No, you're not locked. Okay, that's good. It's fine. We got half of their life points down, chat. Gotcha. Do I want to summon? No. No, I don't think I do. Just gonna attack with those? Not gonna make the fusion or anything? No, they making the fusion. How much defense does the fusion have? 2,600? Yeah, so I could do this. It would at least stop them for a turn, and then maybe I can make a link or something that does stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try for it. I'm pretty sure I can make SP with what I've got. They got something they can activate. Yeah, we'll chain the Morella. Super Poly! Interesting. Well, at least I don't have to worry about outing this, but they've gotten rid of my mark. What can you make with that? Just like the Muddy Mud Dragon or whatever? No, another one. Damn. Yeah, now unless I get like exactly a mark, I can't do anything. Well, I can Song of the Dominators when they try to search. Oh, they did summon twice this turn out of the extra deck, which means I should be able to make the Typhon. Go Typhon! Battle phase, battle phase, battle phase. And there's no reason to set this yet. Unless, is this for negate up to the number of continuous traps you control? Okay. So it doesn't help me if they have a bunch of continuous traps. I have to have them specifically on my side of the field. They activating. Yeah, I think I have to do this to stop them from getting to the third bug. Pay half my life points. Target this. Negate and destroy. And now I should have set this and then I'd have game. I didn't think about that. Yep, we go to battle phase. 29. Oh, I can make Zeus. That's funny. But at this point, I think the Typhon's just better, right? Like, no, it's still better for this. If they find some way to, like, clear the board, I'd rather lose everything. If somehow they can combo off under Imperm and Song, then this will be, like, the last resort. Of course, if they can set a card, then I'm doomed. And there we go! We play the control game, and we win. Just barely. And I guess we know if we run into another Infernoble deck, what to do. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the double evenly matched going first. It's just what I always wanted. I did not want this. Yep, unfortunately, this might not be enough. Hopefully we can abolish our opponent, you know, end their reign of terror. Prayers. No searchy. Do we just karma them here and then they don't control stuff and then it just ends their turn? Yeah, we'll try it. I haven't played enough Yummy to know. Unfortunately, chat, you're not fast enough. Oh, hey, they're putting it back. I appreciate that. Snatch. Oh. I would prefer if you did not. They already had it. They just had a bonus. So now I just gotta hope they can't OTK me, and then if so, the evenly matched goes pretty hard.
One yummy combo later.
Shamisen Samsara Sorrow Cat. They in fact did not OTK me, chat. Battle phase? End of battle phase? How about you get rid of most of those, buddy? new Yummy player. I mean, I am in Platinum. We're still waiting to get started. Add one Yummy spell trap. I would prefer if you did not. Yeah, I think we do this. And then we get ourselves a Dominus Purge. Herald? It's our good buddy Herald! Gravity Controller! I mean, yeah, we just searched the Dominus Purge for this. Oh, it lets them put it back. I see. And now they got me for 26. I really need one of my starters, please. I would like to start. Thank you.
One man combo later.
What about a Yummy Man combo?
Negate the gravity controller. And then we just go to battle. Hit over this. No, we just kill it. Then we hit over the Shamisen Cat. We hit this for 16. Oh, don't tell me they have evenly too. Wait, no, it wouldn't activate now. Inperm, could be Inperm. Oh, Fua, because now they have no cards. Yeah, gotcha. So we can set the Dirt Spider. I will go ahead and give them the 1-drop for the 1-drop. And just hope they don't draw exactly like Inperm Veiler. Because this gets me 2 negates. Because we still have the other Apophis in the graveyard. Plus like 4 pops. There you go. And yeah, we're going to get the 1 Statue of Anguish pattern out here now. Yeah, I mean, we can't allow them to get that, right? So we do this. We negate. And then just in case they have something, we use this to pop as well. Between the two of them, it's a negate and a destroy. And then, you know what? Yeah, we'll just activate this and set the other one. And now I think the only thing that stops us is exactly evenly. But if their last card is evenly, then it's like... I just summon the Anubis next turn and kill them. End phase. Okay. We did it! We beat the Yummy Mitsurugi! Did we go first on this one? I don't remember. We didn't start with the man stuff, but we made it. You could just go crazy. Maybe I should put another man in here just so we can make that more likely. The problem is anytime you get 2 of them or you get him plus the temple or whatever, you're just in a terrible position. But we made it out. Alright, so we're making a small change to the deck. Mostly we're just adding back in a 3rd man with the mark. I had previously reduced this down to 2 because I felt like these starters kind of walked on each other's toes. If you got too many starters and not enough of the other traps, then you could be doomed. But we've been having the exact opposite problem, where we have like 3 turns of getting Inperm and Song of the Dominators and Daruma where we can stall, and we just never get the man cards that actually let us build up a board and push for game. So we're adding in one of those, and we're taking out 1 Dominus Impulse. I do actually like this as something to search off of Song of the Dominators. Sometimes it can be worth it, and obviously if you set it, you don't have to worry about the big downside. But drawing one of these when you go second and having to use it really hurts, because that means the man with the mark and Anubis no longer search. You just can't use their effects. And in some versions of the deck, that might be fine, but this one really needs it to get the damage on board. So it's just a small change. We're trading out this for this, but it's a change nonetheless. I like to document everything. So this is 4.1. Let's jump back in. Alright, gamers and non-gamers, 1 more duel, and we rank up into Diamond, and we have lost the coin toss again. This is the 2nd time we've knocked at the door to Diamond, and the 2nd time we've lost the coin toss. But perhaps this time it'll be different? See what our hand is. Ah, we've got Dominators and Evenly. Dominators doesn't search because we won't have another trap in the grave. I think we just wait to see what our opponent does. Hollowed Azamina is really good. Murcielago. Yep, we're just gonna have to do it. Because otherwise they're gonna end with a Spell Trap Negate. They might still end with a Spell Trap Negate, but we gotta try. Well, you got a red reboot. The Dominators have sung their song. Do you have an extender? Yes, they do. Link summon. Spa? What are you, banishing Song of the Dominators? Okay. I guess I don't have a trap in the graveyard. Alright. This might be a little difficult to get through, but I feel like I could bait everything out. Like, they can get rid of two things. They get to keep a lot, but it gets rid of, like, everything on their field, essentially. We just go to battle phase. End of battle phase. Go forth, evenly matched. Let's make this match a little more even. So they're tagging out that, and what? Saint Azamina. Yeah, so I'm like, either they end on a Sinful Spoils, or they end on this, which only activates when a Sinful Spoils card does. And then they won't have any. I'm pretty sure they can't activate this from the graveyard, yeah. Oh, what's this trap do? Oh, they're just controlling the trap. Okay. So, now we try for it. Go man. Man effect. Get ourselves the Treasure of the Kings. The Dutchman's Treasure! Super Poly. Is the last card Super Poly. Target one special summon, change it face down. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. So we're not out of the woods, but we've got a pretty good setup. We can negate two things, and then we can activate Daruma and, like, set ourselves face down, and then they just go back into the back row. So if they try to attack into this, I can destroy them during the damage step. It'll flip up. Wait, is this face down at the start of the damage step? Never mind. Nothing really mattered. Anyone can see. Yep, the man's in the cage now. That's him. He's the man in the cage. Did they do anything else? No, they summoned Lava Golem. Ah! And then they're going for Azamina. Can't be destroyed by card effects. Each time your opponent activates a card effect, all monsters lose 500. They cannot activate the card effects of monsters with 0 attack. This might be a little bit difficult to get rid of. Although I can still negate it. And I can target it. End of the main phase. Yep, that's fine. Do I just take the damage and save this? Because, yeah, if I activate this, they tag out, and then nothing happens. Yeah, so we save this for our turn. We give them the choice of either, like, getting rid of both of these and letting me have direct attack, or keeping it there and, like, losing the SP plus having this go face down. Set this card, but banish it. Okay. A little tricky, but we still have an option. Yeah, I think we do this at the end phase. Oh no, we gotta do it on our turn. Otherwise, they'll just immediately come back. Morella. Okay. That's not the one I wanted to do. It's Karma Cannon. Hello there. Choose wisely. Okay, they're choosing to get everything out of dodge. I could potentially negate that, but that just ensures the thing goes face down, which doesn't help really. Okay. We're doing this. Yeah, we deck then. Get this out of here. Get me a man. With a mark. Normal summon. Yeah, we get the Judgment of Anubis. Verdict of Anubis, rather. Then we activate this. We summon. Set a card. Yeah. Yeah, now you can try to flip something face down, but we can stop it. This isn't once per turn. The question is, what do we make here? It's times like this, I wish I still had a Time Thief Redoer. We're going to summon this. See, I think what we do is we make Link Spider with you. Yeah, they go for that. We activate Apophis. So Apophis comes out, we negate this, which I guess means it doesn't get banished either. Nope, it goes. How much? This is 56. And we've summoned... I mean, if last card is Nibiru, it's Nibiru. But if it's not, then we just win here, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Battle phase? We're gonna go for 1,000. Hey, we got him! Everything coming together, baby! Who needs to go first? The Song of the Dominators paid off, and with that, we finally rank up into Diamond 5. We're out of the Platinum Curse. Okay, come on, second evenly match. Damn, why can't you have 1100 attack, buddy? Okay, that's fine. They've summoned out of the extra deck a million times. Joe, yeah? The Synchro, what about it? It negates and destroys, right? So we've cleared the Herald of the Arclight. Now we can go to battle phase. Now we can end of battle phase. Hit him with the evenly. Alright. Your move, Yummy. We gotta everyone say thank you to Typhon. Your sacrifice was well needed, soldier. A true patriot. We'll do this in the end phase. That is a nice Link monster you have there. Just like we wrote it up, chat. Treasure of the kings, treasure of the kings. We'll set this. Let's make a little room, shall we? Gonna send the transaction rollback. We're gonna add the big guy. It's me. I'm a new guy. Because then we can just like clear the entire field. Unless this is in perm, I guess. Oh, buddy. Unfortunately, you have been judged. The verdict of Anubis is here! Guilty! You will not stop me, and also get rid of your monster. Give me the Temple of the Kings! Come forth, Apophis the Serpent! And Morella. Hi there. We'll get this, set a card, yep. We'll summon this, that's our 4th summon. I'll negate your field spell just because I can. This isn't game, but it's a lot of damage. There's 12. There's 16. Just in case they have gores that they can somehow activate. 25. They're down low. You got Nibiru? They got Nibiru. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's fine. Morella don't care. Morella just hanging out. Oh, what do they have? Oh, they have Imperm now. Yeah, so I think what we do is... Oh, wait, these are both normal monsters. Yeah, we could make IP. That won't do anything. I was like, can we make SP? But SP takes 2 effect monsters. We just gotta hope they can't do anything. That don't do anything, does it? Oh, they blinking. They ain't liking how this is turning out, chat. Perish. And there we go. Connection failed. We beat Yummy. And all we had to do... Did we go first on that one? I don't even remember. But we got it. We did it. Good to know. No, we went second because we hit him with the evenly matched after baiting it out. And I did it while eating bagel bites. All right, one more win and we rank up and we're going first, baby. Snap. Actually, you know what? Echo snap. Ooh. Can you tell I got a new mixer and it has like reverb on it? I'm trying to make the best use of it I can. I'm sure eventually I'll get like a number of memes and like little things I can do that'll be funny. But at the moment, it's just like, you know, whatever. Okay, so if we activate this and they have Droll, then we've just lost everything. If we activate this and they have Ash or Imperm, then we've lost everything. I think we activate this and hope they have Ash. And they use it on this, we're fine, because we've already got the man. Got him. Now we just gotta hope they don't have Valor Imperm for this. He just got that face where he's like, what do you mean that tiny zombie can stop me? I am the last judge. Have you seen Silk Song? Do you not know what I am capable of? All right. Effect goes through. Fetch me the treasure of the kings. Activate the treasure of the kings. Set the Apophis of the kings. I mean, it is now. I'm not playing against Mech Knights. Fuck you. And then we summon a little dirt spider. Do we go for the lizard as well? Yeah, that gives us 2 potential negates, and that's probably 2 negates are better than 1. Maybe they have Nibiru. If they don't, you know, you gotta pretend like, you gotta live your life like Nibiru don't exist, chat. Nibiru existed. Does that give us 3 traps in the graveyard? No, we're stuck with just 2. Well, you know, sometimes you gamble, sometimes you lose. The fact is, we're here. We got a big token. They're down 2 cards. Now we just gotta hope they don't have exactly, like, Storm Duster. Yeah, we go ahead and chain this here. This is our only summon this turn. So now they're just down another card. Battle phase. Yeah, I don't think we can do the Destructive Daruma. Yeah, it's fine. We can shuffle it back into the deck. Gold Leo! Interesting. Main phase 2, Lunalights? If they make the big girl, Destructive Daruma just, like, ends it, right? Oh wait, no, they have a Spell Trap negate, right? When a Spell Trap is activated, you can banish this and a fusion from your graveyard to negate it.
One fairy combo later.
I'll second Liger Dancers hit the stage. Then they get a polymerization back. Then they fuse both of them into Cat Dancer. Yeah, we're waiting until the end phase so they can't do anything. Blow up the token, alright. Okay, end phase. Activate Karma Cannon. The karma is coming back to haunt you. Oh. I guess they didn't know, chat. They thought it would be fine, and it turns out it wasn't. I didn't even need the second one. They're just like, it's fine, I'm unaffected. That ain't gonna do anything. Like, no. It makes the player send to the graveyard. Well, with that misplay, we make our way up into Diamond 4. It's probably it for this stream, but next time we'll come back with an even better build, maybe.
Now that we're men, we can do anything. Now that we're men.
And welcome back, ladies and non-ladies, to the 4th stream, the official halfway point. 3 streams lay behind us, 3 streams lay ahead, and with a new stream comes a new Mark. Everyone welcome Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk himself, or I guess Bruce Banner. I guess he's both. Either way, he's down here to join the Council of Marks that'll hopefully help me continue my run up into Master. Although, getting into Master today, probably unlikely, because even though the previous deck was working really well, I still want to show off more jank with this. And today we have perhaps the jankiest version of the deck, something I call Unreasonable Man. So this is a man with the Mark deck that plays 1 man, 1 copy of Barrier Statue of the Drought, and 3 copies of Reasoning and 3 copies of Monster Gate, along with a whole bunch of spell traps. And basically, if we activate either of these, we will mill our deck until we get to one of these 2 cards. And considering that we can search this card pretty easily with Anubis or with Treasures of the King, oftentimes what'll happen is you'll mill 10 to 20 cards and then get this guy out. There's also the potential that we could activate both of these, so like we activate Reasoning until we get the man with the mark, and then we tribute him for Monster Gate and keep going until we get Barrier Statue. In which case, we just have like everything. We have a Floodgate that stops them from summoning. We can get our own Anubises out of the graveyard by shuffling the traps back. We can play out of the graveyard with Transaction Rollback, plus a bunch of other funny little tech cards and things here and there that should make this deck just an absolute troll fest of a janky deck. Now, that being said, it has to go first, it has to get a decent hand, and it can't be hit with Ash Blossom. So the chances that this is good enough to rank all the way up into Master seems unlikely, but I guess we'll find out. The only good thing about this is that unlike so many other like sort of janky troll decks, because a lot of the cards that we're playing that we can use in the graveyard with Transaction Rollback, Dominus Purge, Dominus Impulse, Song of the Dominators, are also hand traps, we're pretty decent going second. We've also got 3 evenly matched in here just for fun. And if nothing else, like if we don't draw either of these cards, but we do draw like one of our man cards, well then we're just playing man with the mark like we did originally. You know, we still have most of the same stuff that we can do. We can go into Merciless Scorpion, we can make the Silo Hat, we can set the Anguish pattern and have like all that and like the counter traps and hand traps to back it up. So we'll try this out. Maybe it'll last all day and be more powerful. Maybe we'll make it work once and then have to go back to the Paleo version. But you know, again, I'm trying to experiment. I'm trying to do goofy versions of the deck to see if I can show off all the different potentials that this has. So, Unreasonable Man, jumping onto the ladder. Let's see how well we do. First duel of the day, we're going first, which is what we want to do. The question is, can we get the combo off that we want to get off? Also, am I too big with the marks? You can't even see like everything in my hand. I may have to adjust this. All right, they've got that, which is not going to help them. Oh wait, no, they might draw 1. So let's start with Treasures of the Kings. Set a card? Why yes, I'll set this card. And then I will set this card. At the risk of being hit by Nibiru, but I don't think this version will hit me with Nibiru. You ash this, did you want me to draw or not? Okay, so we don't get to use the thing, and unfortunately the 2 evenly matched really sucks, but they're down 2 cards, and we've still got 2 negates, so 2 negates for 4 cards might be enough, maybe? Oh yeah, I should do this. Yeah, being able to negate that would have been really good. We'll get this. We'll have to get the next one. You know, it's weird how all of these worked out, right? Like, if they hadn't ashed us, if they had let us go, we would have monster gated. Oh, wait, no, they already went for Fuelos. I was like, damn, they could have dimension shifted, and that would have ruined everything we wanted to do. I mean, yeah, we'll stop that. So, we bring out Apophis the Deity. We negate the trap. And then they try to activate this. And hey, that's an effect that summons a monster. How about if you didn't? What if you were just stranded there, in the banishment? Now you've got probably like an MP or whatever. You've already used your normal. You've got nothing in the graveyard you can banish. Bestial, you could banish the D-Shifter for that. Fiendsmith, Tact, yeah. Tract would like end my life. But it's like, if they don't get rid of Temple of the Kings, I'm searching next turn. And if they do get rid of Temple of the Kings and everything else, then we've got double evenly. Alright. Alright, we doing pretty good. Song of the Dominators. We dominating. Alright. Search me. Let's get the man with the mark? Yeah. The man with the plan, the man with the mark, doing all the things if you want to go hark. We're going to normal summon. We're going to get ourselves a counter trap. And now, chat, it is time to go gambling! And I just realized you cannot see what's actually being milled because all the marks are in the way. But you can hear it. Oh wait, no, now you can see it. There you go. I just have to move aside. We've got a whole bunch of traps now and monsters that can't be summoned. Yeah, and there's only one monster in the deck that can be summoned, chat, so we're gonna keep milling until we get to it. We'll see what it is. Because the Anubises can't be summoned, the Circuit can't be summoned, we've only got one man and it's on the field. Ah, Barrier Statue of the Drought. Hi there. Nice to meet you. Anyway, let's go ahead and I'm gonna do one of these. It's too easy. So that's what, 2 summons? Let's not play, even if I was like, let's not play into Nibiru. And I'm like, wait, it doesn't matter. They can't summon Nibiru, that's a light monster. So we'll set this, and then let me read this effect again. It's, if you have a monster with 2,500 original attack or defense, unfortunately this doesn't meet it. We do have a couple, but we don't have any on us. But we can just summon Judgment of Anubis. And that's 6,800. And then let's go ahead and special summon one of these. And there you go. Look at all that damage. 98. And we could summon a third one if we want to, but I think we're fine. Battle. Go Barrier Statue. 1,000. 3,000. 3,000. Go forth, Divine Serpent Apophis, end the game! And there you go. That's what we want to do. You can imagine if we did that first turn, we could have used our 2 level 10s to make like a rank 10 train and burn them for a bunch of damage and then have everything in the graveyard to say it would have been pretty good. I sit upon a throne of marks. Who are you to challenge my domain? Oh, we're going first again. That makes me feel alive and stuff, you know, hyperdrive, etc., etc. We're on go first 32 out of duel. This is 63, so almost exactly half. All right. Well, here we go. Reasoning right off the bat. Choose wisely. The thing is, if you don't know, if you have no idea what your opponent is playing, if you have no idea of the meta, usually the best call is 4, and if they do hit 4, that does hurt us a bit. But oftentimes these are played in Infernity, in which case you want to pick 1, and it's also seen a lot of play recently in a Azamina deck, which you want to pick 7. And yeah, if you're somehow unfamiliar with reasoning, your opponent declares a level, 1 to 12. They've picked 12. Excavate until we get to a monster that can be normal summoned or set. If it is the level that they declare, then it goes to the graveyard. If not, summon it. So whatever we get, we're summoning. And we're milling quite a bit. Oh, what do you know? We got the man. Hi there. It is me. Odion, perhaps. And they've surrendered. I am guessing they chose 7. They chose 12 for some reason. And yeah, that wasn't even like the best thing because we didn't even have the floodgate to stop them, but it does get us going and we had stuff in the graveyard. So, you know, there we go. Beaked Snake. That was Dracotail, by the way. So if you want to know the power level of this deck, it easily beats Dracotail when they don't know what they're doing and they surrender immediately. Alright, well someone is having a worse day than us. We had 2 good wins, and then we've been losing the coin toss, and it really is just night and day how winning the coin toss wins you this game, and losing it, well, it loses you. Nothing? Okay. That seems good. Go ahead, Maximi. Anyway, here's Barrier Statue of the Drought. Let's go ahead and hit you for the 1,000. And then we'll set it. This is a hard once per turn, so there's no point in setting both. I don't have anything that can use Dragon's Mind, so there's no point in setting that yet. So we just do this. And then as soon as their draw phase commences, we will activate Apophis. Set a card.
Yes.
So we've got a Summon Negate and an Omni Negate that doesn't destroy. Well, I mean, let's go and hit this. Negate the Heavy Storm. Yes, I will. Fenrir is Earth! Shit! And then normal summon the Rise Heart. Battle phase, yep, and that clears the whole board. I don't know why they did it that way. Could have gotten rid of the... Could have cleared everything. Could have attacked over the Barrier Statue with this, attacked over the big one, and then banished this one and left me with nothing. Shangri-Era's pretty nice. If you think your Imperm's gonna stop me, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. Standby phase, summon? No, no, no. Not today, friend. My monster doesn't have any effects. They can stop themselves from being destroyed by detaching, but they are still negated. Let us normal salmon. Activate the effect. Now you can Imperm. Why couldn't I Imperm before? And then the question becomes, what tools do I have in my rank 4 toolbox? None. I have none tools. I could have swore I had something in here. No, I gotten rid of everything because I was like, oh, I can't make any rank 4s. I do still have an SP, right? Yeah. And I could make SP Banish, or I could make Silhouette. Silhouette set the Dirt Spider. Then we pop, and we have a negate. I think considering what I have in my hand, that's what I should do. We're gonna do the hat trick. So we're gonna do the hat trick. We get ourselves a Statue of Anguish pattern. We set an Apophis. We set Dragon's Mind. And we pass the turn. During the standby, we will summon Statue of Anguish pattern. And the cool thing about Statue of Anguish pattern, chat, it has 2,500 original defense. No, I don't think that you will. Please detach the other piece. That's sick. It's a funny one. And now they can't special summon the Kashtiras in their hand. Except for that one. But they can summon it. They have to banish one. Yeah, I think we just wait still. Because we can get the double pop. Unless they try to go to damage. Okay, they're trying to end the main phase. So we Apophis the Serpent. We summon this. We set the other Apophis. And then that triggers the Anguish statue to pop this guy. Adios. Still before the end of the main phase. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, they could go to attack for the one Mat Zeus. Ah! Lava Golem! That's an unfortunate thing. Why not before? I don't think they realized. Yeah, Lava Golem is 2,500 defense. So if this card is in your graveyard, you can pay 2,500, set it. Banish it when it leaves the field. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Anubis! You're just what I needed. I think. Wait, do I have enough traps in the graveyard? Yeah, I was like, I can't search the man with the mark, but I can shuffle stuff back. Summon Anubis. I think what we need to do, because we can't use this anyway. The unfortunate thing is that SP requires effect monsters. This is not an effect monster. We send off Lava Golem, then we can't use Dragon's Mind. They have the Fenrir in the graveyard. No, they banished it to summon for the other thing. I think we just have to Little Knight. Little Knight, use the effect. Get out of here. Okay, yeah, we just pass on this. Yeah, all we've got is the SP and the negate, but if they can't do anything about that, then we just win. Yeah. Get out of here. Do we just Dragon's Mind? Yeah, we'll let them mill, see what they mill. Oh, they just milled me. Okay, no reasoning. That's fine, I didn't have a target for it, I couldn't activate it anyway. They're just going to the... Okay. We may have enough, but she came back. Sudden Thunder Swamp. Oh, we go into the swamp, baby. Unfortunately, this does, like, now they can get something out of the graveyard. Or out of the extra deck. What did they get rid of? Just the Divine Serpent Apophis. Anubis! And we go to battle phase. We're going 3,000 over you. 3,000 over you. And I'm willing to bet this is just an Ash Blossom, but I'll take the 200. Oh no, it's even worse for them. And then we will hit him with the Sudden Thunder Swamp. Discard one card? Why, yes. I'll discard my Evenly Matched. Let's go ahead and set another Apophis. Your move, buckaroo. See, this is what, you know, it's a degenerate, like, kind of FTK stun deck with floodgates. But unlike a lot of those decks, if you don't get it or it gets interrupted, you can still do stuff in a weird, unexpected way. If you had told me I'd be playing Lava Golem Control in this, I would not have believed you, and yet, there we are. Alright, so the deck's not doing too bad, you know, it's about doing as well as expected. We haven't ranked down yet. We haven't ranked up yet either, but maybe someday, you know, we're still having fun. The one thing I did want to change out, though, was the extra deck. We ran into a situation last time where having any rank 4 would have really helped us, and we didn't have the ability to make one. I took them all out, because to be fair, we've only got, like, the one level 4 and the man with the mark, but we also have, like, the snakes, and we can add them and search them and reuse them over and over again. So if we can get 2 snakes or a snake and a man and they kind of stuck us there, it would be nice to be able to make Redoer to have some non-targeting removal, or Heartland Draco, who can attack directly, and then we can make a Zeus. So, small change to the deck. I'm calling it 5.2. Let's jump back in. Sure, I'll get another Temple of the Kings, just in case. Okay, so if they know anything about the deck, we almost certainly will not be getting the barrier statue on board. You've got to know to pick 4, right? That we've got like 2 monsters in deck. Surely you know what they are. Maxi. Fair enough. 4 was selected, okay. So we ain't getting a monster, but that's fine. At this point, we're just trying to fill up the graveyard. We go in. Good. You're good. You're good. We got the Dragon's Mind, so we're going to have the counter trap. We got Transaction Rollback, so we can activate any of our traps from the grave, including the Mirror Force. We've got an Anubis, so we can shuffle some stuff back. And there's a man. Alright, you know, 12 cards left in deck. I think we're fine. Let's activate this. Set. Nice Maxi doofus. Yeah, we're just like, not summoning. Alright, we'll get this. What are you going to do? Hit me with Lava Golem? Foolos will not help you this time. I will not be summoning out of the deck during this turn. And what do we got? We got Mirror Force. We got Song of the Dominators. And that's pretty much it. I mean, we got another Dominus Purge if we really want to. Discard to summon this. Normal summon. Ice Ryzeal. Rank 4s, baby, here we come. La 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 la. Detonator into Zeus, it won't help him. King of the Feral Imps. Okay. Add a reptile. You trying to go for that Habakari? No. I would prefer if you did not. Red Reboot? We've got the Dragon's Mind for the Red Reboot. And there we go. It's that easy. All right. High stakes battle for both of us. If I win, I proceed. If they win, death. Or they could just like rank down or whatever, and then they have to rank back up again. We did win the coin toss, so we can put that in there. Ooh, baby. Okay, so we're gonna start with Sudden Thunder Swamp. Discard one card, yeah. We're gonna discard the transaction rollback. We're gonna set the Statue of Anguish pattern. I'm not certain they know what we're playing, chat. Let's go ahead, get your one draw, perhaps. They have chosen level 1. How many will we mill? Verdict, another Thunder Swamp, Anubis goes, Song, and there he is, the man with the mark. Kachungus. I will search, unless you inperm or something. They inpermed or something. Okay, that is unfortunate. But we do have... Trying to think, we put a Song back and we put an Anubis back and then we leave that. It's only one thing for transaction rollback. But we don't want to give them another card. You know what? Fuck it. We're probably fine. And we also have the Mirror Force, which is a one of in like playtesting. We found that we had the bug. I'm not a fan of the bug, chat. Ah, I see. Return the monster to the hand. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, giving me the man back? Sure. This becomes equipped. You can special summon a non-illusion Mikanko from your deck. Also, Song of the Dominators here. I think we do that. Do we have Daruma? We don't. So they will be negated. Add the designated cards? Why, yes. Purge, probably. Yeah, that stops them from getting like the hand trap, and we can still use the man next turn. Another one. Okay, I think this is what we do. We activate this. Yeah, they might still have it, it depends. We will negate you. And then this will blow up you, so you can't make the Ixie. End phase! That's what I like to see, baby! Summon this. We're back. Jack, do it again. I've got a treasure, baby. And then we can add. We're gonna get this guy. Equipped monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. It can be destroyed by battle, right? Like, I could just battle this? Like, this doesn't have protection from battle. Let's just get a third field spell. It's not quite game, but, like, it's a lot of stuff. Battle phase. So we just attack. They could equip one of my monsters if they wanted to. What we can do is we can make Photon Strike Bouncer or Silhouette Rabbit. I think Silhouette's better because then we can pop the back row, like the equipped cards. We get this. Do we want to set another one? I don't think we do, because we already got the ability to set everything. I wonder why I can't summon Anubis. And then we set this. 3 different traps. Oh, I only have 2. Ah, I see. Doggeran. They gave us the doggo. Wait. Yeah, we still stop that. Yeah, they milled the one card I think they wanted to search with that. Send the double-edged sword off. Yeah, so many Mikanko decks, but we did it. And with that, we rank up into Diamond 3? Wasn't certain if we'd be able to rank up with this version of the deck, but it's been working surprisingly well. Very goofy. Oh, he will be ballin'. You can't see him behind me and all the marks, but there's the bawling rescue rabbit back there. Well, we got 2 hand traps. One sucks, and the other one sucks us. Oh, hello. Yeah, I can't allow you to do that. I would prefer if you did not. That's all they had, chat. The question is, if they have to be bricking on something, right? It's probably hand traps. Oh, hey, the man with the mark. Okay. Maxi. Gotcha. Okay, so they have no idea what we're playing. Let's just fire off the reasoning. Choose wisely, DDD player. Level 4, damn. So we will not get to summon a monster. We will, however, mill many cards. Like a lot of cards. Like perhaps even our whole deck. We're just going until we reach that barrier statue, baby. There we go. The barrier statue is hit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to Anubis. And then there's like a 1. If this trap isn't anything big, we just kill them here, right? Like we could just end their lives.
Ciao.
That kills people!
We would have to give back one of these. Okay, so we can't kill them this turn. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was like, we just summon all 3 of them, right? Unfortunately, we cannot. Yeah, we just get Verdict of Anubis. Oh, but Sudden Thunder Swamp. Okay, wait, we can do this. We just have to shuffle back stuff that we have duplicates of. So one of you and one of you. Yeah, we'll still have 3 with different names. And then 1 more. All 3 Anubis. Battle phase? 1,000. Here's where they hit me with the, like, Drowning Mirror Force. 3,000. Well, there you go. I thought we were playing a gimmicky stun deck, but it turns out we're playing a gimmicky OTK deck. This guy got judged hard. There are 3 judges showing up. And we'll dance all night like we're going first. I don't know why I thought that rhymed or something. It didn't. Alright. We got Anubis, the last judge. No one can judge me. Ah, except for you. Alright, chat. You got your slot machine arm ready? Let's go gambling! You gotta pick 4, right? Yep. 1. Well, there's a transaction rollback. Damn. That's not quite enough. It is enough that we can shuffle back for... get a big guy on board. And then we'll set... Is this once per turn? It is. And we're going to go ahead and set this. So Dominators plus rollback is going to have to do it for us. Normal summon Fuelos. That's not something you usually want to see. Alumirage. Yummy.
Bleh.
If we use the rollback on the Purge, it'll negate it and kill it. It costs half our life points, but if they don't have another Yummy on their hand, they ain't going to be able to do anything. Just negate? No, we got a trap in the graveyard. That trap happens to be Dominus Purge, but it doesn't matter. The point is there's a trap in the graveyard. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby! Anubis pass! Anubis pass! Another one. I am Anubis, destroyer of evil! Krungo man. I want to be a Krungo man. Okay, now summon another one. It'll be funny. Oh, buddy. Oh, baby. What if I did it again? I've been talking this whole time about how bad this card is, and now it's just like bullying Yummy. Anubis will judge the weight of your sins. Mirror Force. It's not what we want to top deck. Go, Anubis! We're almost there, buddy. Why are we on Mirror Force? Because oftentimes what happens is we activate Reasoning and it summons the barrier statue. And we... It worked! It worked! But yeah, sometimes we activate Reasoning or Monster Gate, we summon the barrier statue, and we mill a bunch of cards, and we'll have Transaction Rollback and Mirror Force in the graveyard. So if they try to just summon something and walk over the barrier statue, we can Mirror Force it. And, you know, there you go. That's our 50th win. We beat Yummy, and we didn't even have to use the barrier statue. All we had to do was activate Dominus Impulse 3 times. They said I was a fool to pass on Anubis. Well, who's laughing now? My mixer has effects other than reverb, but like, why would I use something other than reverb? All right. So we're gonna try the man with the mark. We're gonna activate. Imperm. That's fine. Whatever. All right. Time to be scandalous, chat. Welcome to Monster Gate. Dun 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 dun. Foolos. I don't think that'll help you here. So now I get to summon the statue no matter what. It's just a matter of how many things I mill before I get to it. We just need to hit a transaction rollback and we're golden, pony boy. Where's the transaction? Show me a transaction rollback. Nope. We didn't get a rollback. Hello. And now I can make Ausa, the Earth Charm. Okay, so all we've got is a Floodgate and the negate with Apophis. It's not great, but, you know, if they need to special summon and they don't have outs to get over this, we can, if nothing else, maybe beat their battle phase. I'm just noticing they have the Sky Striker everything, so they might just Sky Striker us. And yeah, it's, you know, usually I don't like Floodgates, but this is inconsistent enough. And in this case, there's a very convincing out to it. You know, if I flip Skill Drain, one, there's like no synergy with my deck. It's easy peasy. I can build a board and flip Skill Drain. And if you don't have exactly Spell Trap removal, you're screwed. But Barrier Statue of the Drought, you could walk over that. Anything with 1,000 or more attack does it. You have to give up your battle phase, yes. But I feel like that's a fair trade for a card that is like a Floodgate that's effective, but not oh man. Oh, I'm so sorry. Nothing? Nothing. They must have bricked. The Merciless Scorpion. Okay, we summon Apophis. Hello there. Hey, guess what's an Earth? Divine Apophis. Now, of course, if they have, like, Valor, I'm owned here. Then I'm locked on nothing, but they don't seem to have the Valor, so... You know, here we are. And that's all she wrote. I wonder what deck they were playing. Yummy. Okay. All you gotta do is summon a monster with over 1,000 attack. Hey boss, do we got anything with over 1,000? So, you know, I guess this is a deck that can't beat it, but on the other hand, this is a deck that's kind of unfair, that's kind of like, you know, stuff on here is gonna get banned, so I don't feel too bad about it. They can tribute summon Nibiru, trust.
Now it is time to recognize our honorary marks. Mark Grayson, Carl Marks, Marky Mark, Mark. Shit! The music ran out. What do you mean there was only 12 seconds of song? We had this whole bit planned out and you How are we supposed to end this bit?
And welcome back, Marks and Marshas, to the penultimate Odion stream. We have just 2 more chances to try to get into Master, and while we're fairly close, those last couple ranks are going to be the most difficult ones. Still, we've got a couple more decks that I think might help us get there, and also, we can get the help of an ancient and powerful Mark. Bring forth the 5th Mark! Mark Twain! Ooh, joining us from the afterlife. The power of his huckleberry spirit will flow or something. I don't know. I've actually never read Mark Twain. Maybe I should. He's supposed to be like an American classic, but either way, he kind of rounds out the Marks. There are no more famous Marks. Don't bother listing them. No, we're not going to throw Mark Antony. There's no pictures of him. He was ancient Roman and also was Mark with a C, so it doesn't count. Anyway, for the decks that we're playing today, we had a couple different options. We could have stuck with Unreasonable Man. We could have gone with ManSmith. But instead, we're going to go with something that I originally named Mite, but I realized it would probably be better to call it the Man with the Mite, which sounds like he's very mighty, but we're specifically talking about Primite, which seems kind of like an interesting deck to mix with this, because there's not a whole lot of synergy. But remember that all of the traps are actually normal monsters. They count as normal monsters on the field, which means that Drill Beam is much more likely to be open. It's also more of a trap control deck, so it helps us play under things like Fuelos and Maxi a lot easier. And also it doesn't conflict with the whole like Dominus Purge, Song of the Dominators thing that we've been going with this whole time. You know, we've only really got one other monster effect, and even if we turn the monster effects off, it ain't doing a whole lot. As for what normal monster we're playing to like summon off of Lordly Load, we're going with Labrynth Dragon, which is kind of a brick. I mean, it's a level 6 normal monster with 0 attack, but more importantly, it is a tuner, which means if we can get this with any of our level 4s on the board, either a Man with the Mark or a Primite, or even like an Apophis Serpent, then we can just make Baronne de Fleur. We can add Baronne de Fleur onto whatever we're doing. Or Chen Ying, you know, just as a go second option. Alternatively, since we've got some level 6s, both in the Merciless Scorpion of Surket and also the Swamp Deity, we can use this with the level 6 to make fucking Ultimaya Tzolk'in, and then set a card and summon Crystal Wing. Or we can get Snake Eye Vengeance Dragon, which I haven't crafted yet. I'm gonna have to open some packs. I'll do that off camera. If you want to see it on camera, I'll remind you again, Raw Hardleg is the VOD channel. You could see everything about the streams, raw and uncut. Otherwise, we're gonna just skip ahead to the duel. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. All right. First duel of the day, and we're going first, which is what we want to do. Also, where are my notes? Okay, my notes are good. We add 1 to the going first counter. Seems a little loud today. Okay, we start out with the Primite, and pretty much nothing else, so go Primite. Hope this resolves. Hello, it's me. My name's Ether. 14 card extra deck. 46 card main deck. Oh, my sweet summer child. And in perm. Okay. Well, that has a little bit more interaction. So, Ether Barrel's secret effect. Make your opponent discard 2 cards. And let me read this again. You can tribute this, but that won't actually work. If a normal monster on your field or graveyard, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. So I think what we do is we activate this anyway to get it into the graveyard, and then if we end our turn with either of these on the field, we'll get it back, and next turn we can normal summon it again. And if they still don't know, they might use an they might use an Ash Blossom on that. Okay, you already negated it. If you don't know, that was already negated. It wasn't going to resolve. Do you have 2 Swamp Deity? I do. So the counter trap is live. Random bullshit, go! Now, of course, if among their random bullshit they have Red Reboot, then I'm screwed. If you don't know, this trap can only be activated if you have 3 spell traps on the field. not including itself. At the moment, I have 1, but once I activate this, it'll set another one, assuming it resolves, and because this still counts as a trap, I will have 3. So I have 3 negates. The problem is, none of these are negates that destroy. This only destroys if I have Temple of the Kings, which I don't. So they've got a 3-card hand. It is before the end of the main phase. Oh, please don't have... No, it's fine. Okay. Good. Yeah, this counts as a normal monster. And then during the standby phase, because I have a normal monster, this returns to my hand. Surprise. And then I can go again. Give me the monster. We can get the Lordly Load. We can activate this. Ash Blossom. I see. So their hand is all hand traps. Let me think. Is this game? No, it's just slightly under game. Okay, so what we do is we go to battle phase. We attack for 16. We attack for another 16. Main phase 2, we activate the Lordly Load, and we summon the Labrynth Drac. And then we make our good friend and companion 4 on the floor. And we can't, the reason I didn't do that beforehand is because we can't use the negate, we can't use any normal monster, or any monster effects the turn we use this. So I wouldn't be able to, like if they had a Nibiru or something, I wouldn't be able to activate it. So I wanted to wait until afterwards. So they got rid of my normal monster, which sucks. I kind of wanted that. Oh, I can't use any monster effects this turn. Yeah, so I can't pop it or anything. But yeah, now we have a negate and destroy. Plus another negate, and this is still a normal monster, so as long as it maintains, or we keep either of these, we get that back. Ah, Moye? You can reveal 1 Swordsoul or token. Oh, I guess you don't. You don't have one of those? That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they won't go quietly into the night. They've at least dealt some damage before the end. Okay, yeah, we'll use this now just to, again, get a normal monster onto the field. And let me look at Lordly Load. You can declare 1, summon monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. I cannot summon from banishment. So, unfortunately, Labrynth Dragon is just gone. It's just gone forever. Banished, perhaps, to the Netherlands? We'll go ahead and just get this back. Yeah, I think we keep going with this part of the deck. We could get the man part of the deck on, but I think we're about to win here anyway. We get the drill beam set, and now they're like, days are numbered, and the number is very low. We'll use this to blow up their Baldrake. They are no longer ballin'. Well, you got something in response to that? Strange. Very strange indeed. We will go ahead and send this. Show me the 3rd ash. You got the 3rd ash? Was your hand all 3 ashes? Ah, no, it's another Bestial. Yeah, I can't allow that to come onto the field, so I'll use my negate on that. And we'll get the man. He will watch from the safety of my hand as your life points are decimated. I didn't even have to attack. I attacked so fast, they were just already gone. So there you go. Not the most competent opponent, but they also bricked on hand trap, so, you know, can't really blame it for them, but that's the loop. That's what the deck hopes to kind of do. All right, 1 more win and we rank up into Diamond 2. It's only the 2nd duel of the day and we've won both the coin tosses so far. That's pretty good. Win number, go first counter, number 42. Our opponent is on the football field. Like a pretty fat deck you're holding there. What's that? 60 cards? I see. All right, we're much more set up for the man half of the deck. So I think we start with this. Ah, nothing. Yeah, I think we just get the Ether Barrel because this will grab the other thing. Yeah, we don't even need to summon the man in this version. So we get this. Get ourselves a Drill Beam. We do this. Set a card? Why, yes, I think I will. Then we can activate this. We're going to get the Merciless Scorpion of Serket. Oh, am I not playing Temple? Even if I was playing Temple of the Kings, that would be way too many things at this point. And I'm just really realizing the problem with making Tzolk'in in general, which is if I summon Labrynth, I can't activate the effect of it. So I think instead what we want to do is like set 1, set 2, activate Lordly Load, summon the Labrynth Dragon. Unfortunately, this doesn't count as a normal monster, and we really want... Yeah, this is an effect monster. So yeah, we're going to summon this first. Yeah, you know what? We're actually going to negate that. We'll use the negate now because we have so many Omni-negates, I don't think it matters. So we summon this, now the Drill Beam is on. We set this card. And then, yeah, we go ahead and summon the Dirt Spider while we're here. So now we've got 2 Omni-negates that don't destroy, a negate and banish. I don't want to use the effect this standby phase. So we just negate this. I would Drill Beam that, to be honest. Okay, Famina. Gotcha. Yeah, I think we Drill Beam this, right? To get it off the field and stop it from coming back. Oh, you want to send him back? Yeah, we're just going to stop them from getting the resources. We're probably good either way, yeah. What is Malulu? It's set 1, then negate the effects of 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Yeah, they negate the statue, so we can't pop it on resolution. But, like, we do have the other Apophis! And there you go. It's that easy, chat. So many things that we can do! And granted, they started with no hand traps. Yeah, I mean, we won't drag this on. I'm pretty sure this is game. We just untap all our mana and then attack for game. Untap phase. Yeah, that's 12,000 damage. Pretty sure we're good. 3,000. See, you can beat Dracotail with this deck. Just go first and don't have them get any hand traps and end on like 5 disruption and you're fine. Alright, so far the deck has been doing good. However, I realized a big mistake in deck building. I went on about how the Tzolk'in package was good, and I realized that if I summoned Tzolk'in using the Primite Lordly Load, I couldn't actually activate its effect that turn, so the chances of us actually getting that off were very slim. And while I was thinking about the extra deck, someone was like, you barely summon out of it, might as well put in Pot of Extravagance. So I decided to go ahead and do that. We haven't played this in a while. In general, I think unsearchable one-ofs that just draw you cards aren't that important to deck building, but might as well, you know, we have it. And it also lets us flex the fact that we bought 2 of these, we've kept 2 Barones, 2 Zeuses, 2 SPs, just in case we had to use something like this, or we found a deck that needed multiples. Honestly, I could probably break these down, but now we have a chance to use them. If we activate this, we can banish one of these and hopefully still have enough to do all of our plays and everything. Otherwise, the deck is pretty much the same. We did take out 1 Ash Blossom, so we're down to 40 cards, just because it conflicts with Song of the Dominators. And also, at this point, Ash isn't about stopping their searches, it's about stopping Maxi and Fualos, and those don't hurt us as much, so I'm not super worried. So this is mostly the same. I'm just putting a 0.1. Let's jump back onto the ladder and see if we can get up into Diamond 1. Going second makes me wanna die. My opponents go first and then I cry. Yeah, it turns off Song of the Dominators again. But like, if I don't do this now and I use Song of the Dominators, then this is off and I kind of need this. Oh, they going for it. They snatching, baby. Send the cookie to the grave. Cookie to the grave. Cookie to the grave. What you got that cookie, gotta feel it insane. Cookie to the grave. Ooh, ah. Cookie to the grave. Ooh, ah. What you gotta do, gotta be to do with cookie to the grave. Let's Anubis. Let's get the man! Yeah, I don't think I want them to know we're on Primite. I think it's better if they don't know. Yeah, if like this, they want to negate this, that's perfectly fine. Oh, it tags out for cost. Okay. Yeah, we get this. That's fine, that's fine. We want to wait for them to actually use the synchro effect, and then we chain the drill beam to get the snatchy out of there. Okay. Treasure! The Dutchman's treasure! And that's when we hit him with the surprise. What up, fucker? Target 2 light beasts, 2 cards, return them to the hand. Ah, they're just sending back everything. This isn't once per turn, though. Oh, I guess it is. Well, that ruins my pooin'. Yeah, and we just want to clear things off, so I think we do still, like, summon this, and then make our good friend Typhon. What's up? SpongeBob, Big Machine, Pants okay. Okay, and then we do this, this, and this. Too many normal summons, what can I say? And yeah, we just get this immediately. Oh, brother! I just gotta hope to activate that they activate some kind of spell trap while they've got a big field of dudes. They've already used their normal summon. Cookie, okay. Draw 2, discard 1. I mean, I have to. Yeah, you know what? I'll stop that. Negated in the extra deck. Negate the field. Draw a card. I don't have a trap in the grave, so I don't get to search another thing. So the thing is, chat, they've already normal summoned. I don't think they have another way to get a monster on the field. I think if we hit them with this now, they just stuck. I guess we'll find out. I see. They had a whole other engine this entire time. They aren't the only... I'm not the only one who can keep secrets. We're fucked. Not necessarily, because, they can't use, what's his name? The big guy. He won't blow up the field because Typhon's here. He's too big. Monsters with 3,000 can't activate their effects. And if they tribute him off, he won't come back either. Yeah, they realized it. I told them I was living. And now they nuke the board. Oh, and then they go into a Sky Striker Link 1? No? Huh. Yeah, I think we start with this, try to see if we can get this on board again. We do play the second set of Apophyses. Okay, we have to summon this. No, we won't activate the effect. I would prefer if you did not. Ah, son of a biscuit! Yeah, how was this deck gonna survive without Max C, chat? They needed it. This does kind of get rid of it. You got an Ash for me? No. Go to battle phase. We will attack this into this. Get blown up, please. And we'll attack this into that. That's dead. Does this have an effect when it's destroyed? Oh. Thank you. Yeah, and I think we have to Silo Hat and go into control mode. That might be the only way we get out of this. The rabbits! Get the Dirt Spider. Do we summon back the thing just to have defense? I guess it couldn't hurt, right? Yeah. Just to give them another thing to chew through. Okay. Go to end phase. Turn begins. We Statue of Anguish pattern right away. And then the rabbit blows up the field spell, so I don't have to worry about that when you synchro summon. The big thing about Yummy specifically is that, like, they're like Sprite. The negations don't matter as much, but keeping them off of a monster on the field is very important. So if I can summon this, set a card, and then activate this to pop it, we're in good position. Now we need to wait for them to get 2 things on the field, because we want to get in a position where we can negate one, destroy one. Yeah, I can't allow them to do that. Unfortunately, I think that still gives them everything they need. Let's get rid of that. They still have Surprise, so they have complete access to the Yummy cards. Yeah, and probably the MitsuRyzeals as well, but I know they can do a lot. I've heard you can do Cold Fusion with Yummy combos, but a lot of their most powerful stuff kind of relies on you activating effects. The bunny can't be destroyed by battle. The dirt spider can't be targeted while I have trap effects. And the field spell, I believe, it does let them destroy, but it's only once per turn. They're going for the Lordly Load. Okay, they must be very confident. Ah, and then send off that so they can bring back the Murakumo. Yep. Huh. Interesting. I feel like they could have and should have done more there. You have to discard if you want to add the Ether Barrel. Sure. I'll discard the Ether Barrel. They could be low on time. True, true. Search, they use the Ash Blossom on that. No big deal. We activate another one. We set card. We normal summon. We set card. And they surrender! Somehow, some way, for some reason, we beat the Mitsurugi Yummy! Never give up! Never surrender! Alright, so the deck's still doing alright, but we have to make one small change. We are adding in a second Drill Beam, and to make room, we've taken out one copy of Anubis. I find that we're still ending with way too many normal summons, and all Anubis does is get you a normal summon, so taking that out feels like it makes sense. And being able to have the second Drill Beam, so that if we have multiple copies of the Lordly Load, we could grab another one to hand, keep one in hand to use for the Drill Beam. We're not reliant on getting it out of the graveyard. Seems like it would be a lot more effective. This should hopefully help out some of the more gummy game states we've been going into. This is 6.2, running back in. The Phantom Mark. He's like the Phantom Menace, but with fundamental differences. Alright. This is unfortunate. I'm an unfortunate man. Let's see if they'll allow us to show them our load. Or will they pay half their life points to negate the load? They will not. Diabel! It destroys, not negates. Yeah, but if they negate a continuous spell, then it's just dead. I think this is more deadly. I think we need to try to Drill Beam this now. So they pop that, then they summon a Tuner, then they get banished forever. They've still got the ability to make a 12, which is unfortunate. We'll go ahead and Ether Barrel. Yeah, so let's just set another drill beam. Use this effect to set another drill beam. Now you got 2 of them things. Then we make the Zeus Caboose. That's a nice vengeance dragon you were thinking about making. I hope whatever you make has under 3,000 attack, or you're going to be in a little bit of a tricky pickle. The thing is, this doesn't target, so I can immediately return this before its effect goes off. Just be like, no, 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 get that back out of there. You're not allowed to flip me face down. That's very rude, Jonathan. Of course, they get all the searches in the world, but then we can battle phase. So, main phase 2, we Anguish, we Apophis, we Apophis. For the first time, the Balatro-ass hand is working out. We got 2 of a kind down here, and it's gonna be brutal. But she came back. We're gonna summon the Dirt Spider. They're going to immediately try to Synchro Summon. So we got this. I can't activate this because it's the draw phase. I need to be able to do the main phase to do these. They get a Stellar. Is the Dirt Spider considered a normal monster? No, it's an effect monster. These 2 are normal monsters, though. So once we summon one of these, the Drill Beam will be back on. So what we've got here is 3 negates and 2 pops. Silvera. Yeah, so like, they go to Silvera, we Apophis. Ah. We have to hit it with the other Apophis. That is unfortunate. And the Maxi. God damn it! Ah, there's so many times in this game where I'm like, man, this would be a nice back and forth game if my opponent didn't have exactly Pot of Greed. Yeah, I guess we'll negate that. Oh, does that not even work the way I hope it does? Okay, it is actually negated. So we hit that, They can't walk over Typhon anymore. They still have a normal summon though. If I got that angry and they still surrender, I'm gonna be a little angry at myself. Even with Maxi, they almost came back, but it's... You understand, I hope. Suppressed Maxi anger. They heard my shout and they surrendered. How did you draw 2 cards in Brick? What, you didn't draw into like a Diabell Star or one of the many cards that searches it? All you had was the 1 normal summon and the rest of your card couldn't set cards and maybe try to play on my turn? All I had left was the 1 Drill Beam? Well, I guess I win anyway. Fine, that's fine. I'm happy. Who says I'm not happy? And here we are, everyone. This, the final man stream. We're in Diamond 2, and our chances of getting into Master 1 seem unlikely. But we started a little bit lower because of Jankmas and everything, and we've been messing around with funny builds instead of focusing on the best build. So, you know what, I'm not too worried about it. I had a lot of fun playing different versions of the deck this month, and I'm curious to know which one you prefer. If you would like me to come in here and try my best to make it to the top of the ladder, or if you just like seeing different versions of decks and different funny stuff. Speaking of funny stuff, I do not have another mark for you today. There just aren't any other famous marks that I could get. You know, we've got all of the ones that are here, all of the ones that we could possibly use. So I think we're just going to leave it with this. Oh, hi, Mark. And we're going to jump in with the new version of the deck we have, which is ManSmith, which is probably the best version of the deck. It's either this or the Prime Man, the Manite, or whatever we ended up calling it. But considering how poorly that one did, I think I'd like to switch to this. And it's the same theory we've seen a whole bunch of other times. You've got the Fiendsmith stuff, you activate it, they in-perm it, then you can activate, or not in-perm it, but they Ash Blossom it, and then you can activate your man cards without having to worry about anything. Alternatively, you start doing man stuff, they hit stuff with a Ghost Ogre or in-perm or whatever, you could take 2 monsters, put them into Moon of the Closed Heavens, and at least do the Fiendsmith combo. So there's not like a whole lot of synergy, but simply being able to play 2 very small, concise engines that don't interfere with each other, along with like 15 hand traps, is often good enough. Also worth mentioning that we put Infinite Impermanence in here, and we took out the 2 Dominus cards. I feel really bad because everyone told me those were good. They, in theory, have a whole bunch of synergy with the deck. They can be really powerful. But in practice, I found that they were more often dead or a detriment than they were helpful a lot of the time. It sucks to have spent so many UR points on them. Maybe someday in the future we'll be able to do this, but for now we're just switching back to the age-old in-perm. And this is version 7, the 7th deck, as we hop onto the ladder and see what we can do.
It's me.
Alright, so we've only had 2 duels today, and unfortunately neither of them is worth showing. The first one was like a comedy of errors when I made a whole bunch of mistakes, but most notably I realized that we're not playing enough traps in the deck for Anubis to be live most of the time. I had like 3 Anubis in the graveyard and I couldn't search it because I didn't have enough trap cards with different names. I was basically just on the snakes and I had to hard draw the in-perms if I wanted an extra one, or like resolve the counter trap or something. So we've got to play more traps in this deck. The problem is, a lot of the Dominus cards we were playing before have very bad interactions with the Fiendsmith specifically. We can swap out the Ash Blossoms for Dominus Purge, put that back in, even though it's not as good, it at least does a lot of what we would like to see. And then in addition to that, we put in 2 Solemn Judgment, which is only really good going first, and 3 Evenly Matched, which is only really good going second. These might be a little bricky, only time will tell, but it gives us some very strong power traps that can help us in certain situations. In addition, we also took out some of the cards like Called By and Crossout. I feel like we don't have any one particular card that always shuts us down. We don't need to like go in hard on preventing the Max C, because whether they max or droll us, both of our engines play under one of those. And then finally we took out the Dirt Spider. As much as I like the Dirt Spider, realistically, if we ever get 2 extra monsters on the field, we're almost certainly going to do the Moon of the Closed Heavens thing instead of putting the 2 together to make the Silhouette Rabbit. We still can to get like a Apophis if we're missing that or whatever, but I think for now just taking the 1 out should make this more effective. We're back down in Diamond 3, unfortunately, but this is 7.5, which will hopefully be better. Let's jump back on and see how it does. Alright, this is also the first duel where we got to go first. I mean, to be fair, that does help. Our go first counter isn't exactly lined up with our win counter, but it's pretty dang close. Alright. So, the problem is if they have Droll on this, we're just like fucking dead. We're dead. But we do already have this. So even if they stop the man stuff, we've still got like a negate with this. Whereas, like, if they stop this, we're just, like, screwed. The question is, do we end on 2 of these or 1 and a Solemn? Is it up to 2? Oh, it's up to, okay. Even better, I thought I had to set both. In that case, I'll just sit this. Although, I can't use this as link material. Yeah, Sequence is just gonna chill. I think we're fine. I think we have more than enough. We'll see what they've got. I would be surprised if they could beat this field. But I've been known to fuck things up before. Alright, well, that's something we can't respond to. Tistina. Oh boy.
Hello, friend.
So they can make, if you don't know, this card says your opponent can't target monsters with the same attribute as this card. So that then they can change this attribute. So by making it dark, I can't target, but Apophis doesn't target. So I've got 2 non-targeting monster negates anyway. This doesn't target. It is before the end of the main phase. Oh, I'm in defense mode. Okay, so, oh, and I can't target it. Well, we could do this. Let's summon this first. Then we'll summon this. Negate the effect. And then at resolution, we can target. So we can pop that. Now they can't run over this, so we had to give up a negate and a pop, but we got to keep 2 negates. Please no evenly. If they have evenly, we have Solemn Judgment. Why not wait until battle? Because Apophis, the swamp deity, can only be used during the main phase. I have learned that mistake many times. I'm like, I'll just wait until they go into battle and then I'll negate them. It don't work that way. What about a second evenly? If their hand is 2 more evenlies, and then like the 2-card starter, they've earned it. Congratulations, they are the better player. But considering how hesitant they are, and the look on their face, I'm willing to bet they didn't open with 2 evenlies. Trust me, buddy, if they had 2 evenlies, we would know by now. Their hand is 3 pieces of Exodia and a cheated Pot of Greed. Joe can see the opponent's face and soul. Yeah, their name is their face. See that? That's their expression. Okay, during your main phase, you can send 1 Tistina. Then if your opponent controls monsters, you can special summon. So I guess we just stop this. Oh, we didn't want to destroy it anyway, because then they could summon 1 from the deck. I would have just judgmented it so I didn't have to read it. I do not mind reading. Take control. I will have to judgment that. God say thee nay. They really want to get rid of this, so I feel like that stops the other 2 cards in their hand. They played that surprisingly well, but I guess I shouldn't have expected worse. If you're in Diamond as a Tistina player, you know what you're doing. Unfortunately, I just had all the best cards. That's what I assume their name is. That they're trying to be like mystical or something with it. The alternatives are too terrible to comprehend. This would be a pretty good go first hand. I mean, minus the Temple of the Kings. I do not think that Imperm is going to be able to stop them. What? What? The fuck? My connection didn't fail. I'm live right now. Hacker? I think they're a hacker. That might be a hacker. Can confirm, yeah. I'm streaming right now. Chat's right up there. If my connection wasn't working, I would not be connected here. Check deck. It's like a DDD deck. Can I do I report that? Yeah, we can. I mean, report doesn't necessarily, like, they're not gonna ban it just because I reported them. But if a lot of people are doing, like, if a lot of people have the same thing, maybe they'll look into it. Yeah, I'm like fairly certain. That seems very suspicious. Dark contract with the internet provider. The ultimate DDD card. So we get this. We activate Anubis. We get another Mion. What else can I make? Make Moon of the Closed Heavens with these 2. Alright, let's see what we got. We built a pretty good board, but it seemed like they had a response specifically when we activated Apophis. So they might have red reboot. I guess the only way to find out is to activate this now. Yeah, they got some kind of response. They doing something. Reboot! Set a card, yeah. You better kill me. You better make it hurt. Solemn Johnson don't like much of that. So they do get to do that. Anyway, here's Droll and Lockbird. Well, fuck. Ultimate Slayer. Send the Myriologic, so that's gone. Then they can negate another card. And if they have the Tenpai Dragon, I'm just doomed. That's not the Tenpai Dragon. I still might be doomed, but under Droll, I feel like there's significantly less they can do. Unless the cards in hand are like exactly linkage. Well, there's linkage. They linking away. So they blow that up. They get 0. 0 attacks the rabbit. But the rabbit persists! It cannot be destroyed by battle. Then they get a ray and a non-ray. And they get to blow up Johnson! Why would the Yuri defy God like this? Y'all need to go to church! That's stupid. That's stupid. Don't include that in the video. Ayate, okay. If you set Verdict of Anubis, could you activate it with the OG temple? Yeah, probably. Just says one trap card the turn it was set. No, my rabbit! They banished my rabbit, chat! How rude! There's Iggy Azalea. They poppin'. Okay, so they got rid of one Apophis. Then there's Kagari. Hello, Kagari. Or as some people call her, Kagari. No one calls her that, it's just me. They satin. Alright, linkage against the world. I mean, I might as well. Yeah, they're doing it in the draw phase, so I can't activate Apophis to negate it. Funny joke! Apophis? Hello there. Let's summon the man. The man with the plan. Let's get the Verdict of Anubis. That should be very good against your spell trap based deck. How would you feel if I were to redo the time here? Howdy, howdy. So let me think about this. If I activate this now, and they chain, they will chain, summon the 2 rays, and then I can shuffle back before they have a chance to activate Ray. If they don't activate it, then I just shuffle it back and they can do nothing. Yep, let's go ahead. Oh, it also pops. Yeah. So they kind of have to do this or they don't get anything. I forgot that, I was like, okay, this tributes his cost. That's good for me. I forgot that this doesn't detach his cost. The effect is to detach the 2. But if they use it on this, that means I can, you know, and then they have no more disruptions. Oh? Okay. Bye-bye. The loudest car outside. Oh, Ray comes back. Okay. They didn't do it. Yeah, Ray can go back into it is the problem. Okay. Activate another one of these. Set a card. Now we can special summon Anubis. Yeah, if that's the case, I think we just go to battle. Now, you know what? We do this. We force it out pre-battle. They'll probably just Kagari to get back linkage. Yeah, but I think I have more than enough to deal with that. Yeah, you gotta tag out here. They said I was a fool to activate Maxi in the draw phase of my own turn, but it's getting dividends. And yeah, they just surrendered. Now, since I drew the Fiendsmith and I had the other thing in my graveyard, I could have just fused into Lacrima, brought back the Fiendsmith, and then maybe just activate the trap and had enough damage to go over everything. Plus the counter trap and the Maxi next time. We did it. We got it. Duel 100, and we've got... This is our 50th time going first, so, you know, probability's acting exactly as it should on this run. And considering our win rate is slightly over 50, you know, I feel like we're not too bad. So I remember when I picked this up, people were like, Solemn Judgment got hit to 2. Why is that? You're about to find out why Solemn Judgment has been hit to 2. Solemn Judgment is fucked. Yeah, you know, I'd prefer if you didn't do that. Yeah, you know, I'd prefer if you didn't do that. And then at Resolution, we're going to Apophis the Serpent. We're going to summon this. We're going to set this. Yeah, I'd prefer if you didn't do that. There we go. Who even needs Maxi when you got 2 Solemns, baby? The Verdict of Anubis. Unfortunately, it doesn't progress our game plan or anything. But, you know, that's all you need. When you got the power of God on your side, nothing's unstoppable. I can't believe that worked. You've just got to be confident. You've got to go in there and be like, I'm stopping the first thing you say. Do not care. Bait means nothing to me. I can stop anything. All right. Win and we go up a rank. I'm not going to put on the sunglasses because all we're doing is getting back to where we started today, which is not as exciting. Haha! Ho-ho! This is glued to my hand, man. Just absolutely glued! Okay. Treasure of the Kings. The Dutchman's treasure. Plastic. What can you activate in response to that? They've probably just got like a Maxi or something, right? Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. So we just let them cycle. I think I'd rather keep the protection and the big monster. We don't need the snake. I'll just let them cycle for 1 and be like, okay, I've got 1, 2 Omni Negates. I've got a counter trap for spells, and I could stop a search. I could maybe make... No, if I make this, then I don't have these. Yeah, we just end here. Solid opening under Maxi. Could have snuck a rabbit in there. We wouldn't have had the... Like, we've already got both of these, so there's nothing. Okay, we can't stop the Habakiri, unfortunately. We can just stop the Purge. Like, this just essentially stops the Habakiri, right? Unfortunately, that was our only unknown, so now they have perfect knowledge of everything else we've got. Yeah, go ahead. Like, we just negate the Snatchy, and that stops a lot of stuff.
God chooses who will go and who will stay.
Snatch! Yeah, so we deny them the field spell. Oh, I didn't know they could chain both at the same chain. Yeah, that's fine. Like, now they do get the field spell. But now the Yummy Way does nothing because I negate that on resolution. So they can't tag back out. They've got a 0 in attack mode, and they don't get the search. Sprite Elf. What do these all say? Control a Link 1 monster or a level 2 Synchro. Control a Link 1 monster. They don't have a Link 1 now. They have a Link 2. Yeah, I think we do this. They've already used their normal and their special. They don't have any way to get, like, Yummies onto the field anymore. And we can negate the field spell too, just in case. Yeah, I think we use the last one. I just gotta hope they don't then have, like, Raigeki or Triple Tack or something. Yeah, we'll just wipe the field. All right. We did it. If you go first and you get all your things, you can win against Yummy. Just switch everything, just untap step. Move all our traps. 91, battle phase, let's go. 1600. 2000. 2500. And then we go in with the man. For not quite game, Apophis has to come in and clean things up. But you know what? We still got it. We got it there. We're good. We rank back up into Diamond 2. Oh, it's been a long day. We've been here for 3 hours of just now getting back to where we started. Da, 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 da. It's voting time again. Open your votes and let's pretend these voting times could vote us all again. Yep, draw phase, Maxi. Ah, I see. Surprise! Oh, only one. I see. Usually if they have big welcome, they chain it to that and then you get another one. Oh, please, summoner. Please. Oh, buddy. You better have some solemns in your back row, because you're about to have a bad time. Battle phase? Ah! Uh-oh. They knew! They were prepared! Touche, salesman, touche. I still got the man, though. Hopefully none of these are in perm or anything. Okay, doesn't look like it so far. Simultaneous equation cannon. Just to get rid of the man? Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have a second thing. Oh, but we have a trap in the graveyard. Yeah, we get this guy. Special summon. Send the rock. Ha-ha. Ho-ho. Hee-hee. Ha-hoo. So now we can activate this the turn it was set. Or not. Alright, that puts us in a bit of a tricky pickle. Your move! But we did chew through all the back row. Alright, that's what you like to see. Ooh, and that's like the best top deck we could have gotten in this situation. We could just search again, baby. I'm searching every turn. Yep, get out of here. Alright, Marks out there. One more win, and we go up into Diamond 1. We have lost the coin toss, which is unfortunate, but perhaps I'll be able to do a thing. Only time will tell. I mean, we do have a bunch of go second cards in our deck. We drew one of them. This Dominus Purge has to go hard, which Dominus Purge often does not. But they've got... Okay, well, we were just talking about how I haven't seen Ryzeals in a while, and here's some Ryzeals. Yeah, we just got, like, earlier in this stream, they released a ban list. It doesn't go into effect until, like, a week from now or something, but, they have it. And it bans Ryzeal Cross, the field spell, which seemed a little weird because I didn't feel like this deck was, like, overwhelmingly oppressive or anything. Not enough to warrant a card being banned. But I guess it was just powerful enough that they're like, we can get rid of one of the normal rares. Yeah, this seems like the way to do it. Ash 'em. I still don't understand that sound effect. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. It sounds like a... You know? It sounds like like two dishes rubbing together, or like a dish or something. Ah, great. So many times when I wanted my engine and I don't have it. Now I have nothing but engine. Unfortunately, it is not useful in this thing. You forgot about the karaoke. My apologies. We'll get that after this one. The man. I still get to do this. Okay, so I have one option, chat. Set a card. Activate Temple of the Kings. Come on, you know you want to. Yeah! They're like, you're not gonna be able to activate that trap. Like, I know. I wasn't planning to. Thanks for using your last material. Oh wait, they can take it off of other stuff, can't they? Unbreakable Ixie Barrier. Son of a bitch. Well, at least I've got enough in the graveyard now. I can put these two back. Anubis. Let's battle. We can go over this. Then we can go to main phase 2. Typhon it up. Don't Typhon, baby. Typh it up. Don't get the big Typhon. And I forgot. I keep forgetting. I always forget. Oopsie doodle. I should have just kept the 3000 attacker. That would have been more useful. For some reason, I was like, this has to be light, right? It's a big glowing starship. Also, Snuggibus raiding with a party of 14. Welcome, raiders. I am Hardleg Joe, if'n you didn't know. If you're wondering why I have so many companions, it's because we're playing the man with the mark deck. And you see, I am the man, and these are the marks. Common Typhon L, yep, unfortunately. Let's go ahead, activate Anubis, get the man. The man with the plan, the man with the mark, going on in. And I say, hark, hear that? Smell that. What the hell could it be, bat? Got a lot of things, and you didn't even know it. Gotta get a lot of things if you really want to show it. In perm. No! We're setting. Wait, on the left. That's Mark from the room. Is it? Oh, hi, Mark. Set. What the fuck could that be? Foolos or something? We're in an unfortunate position, chat. Oh no. Another one. 2 level 4s, you say? Well, that's all it takes, baby. Tornado Dragon. We need this just to get traps into the graveyard so we can summon Anubis next turn. Go into battle. Hit that. I take 21. They make Zeus. Is the Zeus caboose on the loose? It's not. Interesting. That's funny. Blinking. Oh, what a anticlimactic ending. I thought they were gonna continue to fight and we would have like a big battle or whatever. I was like, oh, I could do full Fiendsmith combo. Maybe sometimes I've heard that there are like common hacks that let you see your opponent's hand, and sometimes they make these moves that make me consider that. I don't know. Either way, we rank up into Diamond 1. We're way past our time, but I'll at least try a little bit more. See how far we can get. We're pretty close, but it's been an uphill battle, I tell you what. D. Alright, chat. So usually, if you go second against DDD and you have no hand traps, you just surrender. But the question is, can DDD beat 2 evenly matched? We'll be here for years. Well, I guess that gives me time to be like, hello to all the new raiders, or just new viewers in general. I am a Hardleg Joe, if you didn't know. Adios. Nib could kill you. Oh, could it? Ah! Uh-oh. Yep, I guess I should have. I know I can't evenly now, but I assume either they'll be done, and I'll draw and I'll top deck a starter and I'll go, or they'll continue going and they'll destroy the nib, or summon a monster in attack position, I can crash the nib. Okay, chat. Watch these skills. You ready? You ready about this? Typhon. Activate Typhon. Take control of it. Sure. Hold up. Yeah. Typhon can bounce itself. So I can just bounce Typhon back. Or that works. Alright, you know what's coming. The question is, chat, do they know how the rules with tokens work? Because you still have that Nibiru token, friend, and that can't be banished face down. So, you know, anyone telling me I was wrong to do the Nibiru, who's laughing now? Must banish all things. That's awful. The question is, do they have enough resources to do that again? They will summon the very big man. I would like to see them try. Oh, what's that? A very big man? I think the papacy has something to say about that. God denies you entry. You will not see the gates of heaven. Dimensional King Arc Crisis. Out of this house. Okay, they've got pendulums. They can pendulum. Okay, I might still be doomed, Chad. Yeah, you know what? I might as well. They get the draw, unfortunately. I will negate that, though. That stops them from destroying something. And also, I just realized their scales only allow them to pendulum level 4 monsters. Alright. We survive another turn. What is this? While you have 2 DD cards in your pendulum zone, your opponent cannot target monsters on the field with spell traps effect, tribute them for tribute summon, or use them as material. Okay. Battle phase. I'm going to attack over this. I'm going to hit you for 2,000. And I think we got to try it, chat. We're going to try it. Now, if they hit me with Solemn Johnson, it'll be very funny. Snakes! Ah! Savior of the universe. Can I get my snakes back? I can! I can get those snakes back. Hey, that's pretty good. And then I will set a card. Yeah, we'll do this now. Set a card? Why, yes, I would like to set a card. No, I don't want to blow anything up, because if I blow something up, this will summon out, right? Yeah, I don't want them to destroy things. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stop it again. You're stuck with those scales, buddy. Only if it's a DDD or a Dark Contract. Ah, okay. So if I blew up Orthos, it would be fine, but I kind of like keeping them with these god-awful pendulum scales. Destroy it, and if you do, damn. Yeah, I think I have to use this now or they'll blow it up. We'll negate you. Yeah, I guess stop them from, changing their levels. Yeah, they don't have a griffin. Yeah, get out of here. We're not out of the woods yet, chat. Alright, 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 alright! Ah! That's what we like to see! Although not in this particular case. Why can't I make the thing I want? 2 attack, 2 attack, 2 attack. The trap. Oh, we can't use anything for Ixie material. That sucks. I would have really liked to get the one guy on board. Yep, let's battle. 16 to go over this, and it gets banished, I think. Yep. 2,000. 2,800. Go, Apophis! Attack the DDD for game! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Was that our rank up? I forget if that was our rank up or if we still need one more. No, we still need one more. Dang, that was a good one. That would have been a nice one to rank up on. Alright, Marks. It's been a long day. We have a high-stakes duel. Whoever wins, someone gets into Master 1, and you know what? I think this, either way, this is going to be our last attempt. We've gone late trying to get into Master. I think if we had started with a better version of the deck, we could have. We've lost the coin toss. But our opponent has no Max C. So at least there's that, you know? At least we found a kindred spirit. Yep, that's fine. Fiendsmith Sanct, interesting. I get a light fiend token. I will go ahead. I don't have Max E, or I do have Max E. I don't have Max E on me, but here's a Foolos. Archmage, I see. Graflair. Yeah, I think I have to hit you with this, buddy. I can't let you get quite so much advantage. I just have to remember, Typhon and SP can no longer activate their effects. I also gotta hope I draw something good. Maybe I should have let them extend a little bit. Come on, man. That's maybe good. Max C. You liar! You lied to me! I can't believe you would do that! They said they had no Maxi! A pox upon your house! Go Lacrima. I'm Lacriman. Go Engraver. We're going to do this, so this is 1. 2. It's unfortunate that, like, this is the duel and then Man doesn't show up, like, at all. I'm just playing the Fiendsmith half of the deck. Only the Mark showed up. You know what? It's canonical now. Fiendsmith Engraver, his first name is Mark. So this is the Mark. The Mark. Let's go ahead and just do 32 points of damage. We just wave high to King Caesar, right? Because all the Archmage cards, like, they have effects to special summon. So even if they can search them, this just, like, destroys them. Unless they have exactly, like, the one of Trap, and they discard that, and then normal summon, and then pop to bounce, I should be good. Wave high is water. Oh. Oh, damn. Caesar is turned off. I forgot, chat. I completely forgot. And they can't ignore everything at my door. Droll will save us. Droll will probably save us. They get the Power Patron. We hit them with the Droll. That means even if they can fusion summon, they can't search off of it. Yep, I remembered that Typhon and the other one were turned off. Do I play Zeus in this deck? Okay, it don't matter. None of this matters. You know what? It's fine. I threw for content on purpose as a comedy joke to increase the drama. And with that, As soon as they saw the man, they were like, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough, Michaeli. We'll get out of here. And with that, we defeat Archmage and rank up into Master 5. We've made it. Despite playing goofy versions of the deck, we can make it into Master with the man. Not a bad deck at all. But you know what? We'll talk about more about that on the end screen. And with that, ladies and non-ladies, we bring this episode to a close. In the end, we made it all the way into Master 5, which is pretty darn good, considering we started in Platinum this month and spent a whole bunch of time experimenting with goofy decks. I'm sure if you started with the optimal version of the man and took things as seriously as possible, you could probably make it all the way into Master 1 and beyond. But I thought it would be more fun to play weird variants this month, and I think that was the correct choice. Because while this deck is certainly consistent and effective, it's not all that interesting, if we're being honest. I tend to prefer decks where there are choices to make, maybe a toolbox element, and Odion doesn't really have that. It's an engine that gets you 2 snakes and a couple of monsters to use as link material. Heck, even ManSmith offers more options with its end board. The only redeeming factor about the Odion engine is that it's so small that you can mash it together with a bunch of other stuff fairly easily. And overall, that made it fun enough to play through the month, though I can't see myself returning to the man with the mark anytime soon. Regardless, now that it's both the end of the month and the end of the episode, let's take a moment to look back over our statistics for January 2025. I ended up playing 122 duels with the man and made it from Platinum 5 to Master 5. We won 76 of those duels and lost 46, which gives this deck an overall win rate around 62%. I went through 7.5 builds this month before settling on the deck behind me, which contains just 4 common cards, 21 super rare cards, and 30 ultra rare cards. I spent 15,000 gems on this month's decks, though to be fair, about half of those were spent on Dominus cards and Argo stars that aren't in this final build. Still, all of that would cost you about $215 if you bought them all at the store at the standard price. Finally, all of this would not have been possible without 438 awesome patrons who help support the channel. 25 of those patrons donated $25 or more this month, so I'd like to take a moment to thank them personally. Their names are Chris, Resident RDA Enjoyer, Mari Setagaya, Cat Monarch, Shadow 1317, Chris W, Gravy, Tealbeard, Dancing Joker, MBT Yugioh, Emperor Lelouch, Davon Crushin, Clockswork, Uber Super Sloth, JJ Squirtle, Sanguine Strawberry, Barbarians Are Us, Geargiano XG, Guy Nathaniel, the Agron Overlord, Wildcard Jr., Maximum C, It's Katsu, Boo-Hoo Bundy, LK Sun, Wasted Brawler, and Ray D TCG. If you'd like to join them, there's a Patreon link down below in the description. $1 gets you on my Discord, $25 gets your name in the credits like these fine people, and for $10, you can get a special role that lets you choose what deck I play next. Speaking of which, next time on Ladder Climb, we're going back to our roots with Rituals and Rocks as we main deck Megalith. If you'd like to see me attempt this in real time, you can follow me over at twitch.tv/Hardleg Gaming, where I stream most of my duels. Otherwise, until next time, good luck and have fun.